Hello, hello! Welcome, guys, to our very third Weekly Cup. How are you feeling today, Aaron?
I'm feeling hype, Jellyqueen. We have a nice number of teams. 32 minus a bit of buys here and there, but it's going to be really exciting. We see some familiar faces again. Thank you for coming back. We always appreciate it. You guys are what makes it possible, and you will be the reason why we can scale up for bigger tournaments with bigger prize pools in the future. Sneak peek, there's one coming up real soon. Which is not at the end of the year. It's probably like a mid-year thing, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Yes, I am super excited for today's games. Jess, how are you feeling, and what are your? Just tell me about yourself.
I'm feeling great, Aaron. I love the energy that we have here tonight, and yeah, it's our third. That means it's our second month into doing Weekly Cup. So very, very excited for the lineup today. And yeah, you mentioned that we've seen a lot of familiar faces. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember Toxic Spinners, Doge Gang, Geek Fam, and the double toxic people. But hopefully, we'll be able to see some new friends tonight and watch some new games. We love that
guys.
our little tournament is growing. Yes.
Yes, I love to see new faces. Speaking of faces and new teams, why don't we take a quick look at the brackets to see which teams we have still and which are the new teams, if any.
Yes, let's go ahead.
So we see some very familiar faces. I see Doge Gang. I see Geek Fam. Once a geek, always a fam. I see Extra Toxic Boys. Extra Toxic Boys made it pretty far, if I can recall. Do we see Toxic Spinners? Yes, we do. Versus Podcast, and I heard that is a pretty exciting match, and I believe that will also be our first match of tonight.
Yes, sir. And what is that bottom right team's name? How do you even pronounce that? Wow, I love how everyone is getting creative here, and yeah, may the best team win, guys.
Yes, may the best team win. It's going to be a long night. Hopefully not that long. As long as everyone can ready up quickly. Yep. The overlay, the scene is a bit of the error. Mr. Acolyte's production man at the back. All right. Okay. Wait. No. 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 Okay, we're back at the castle. What's up, guys? Maybe we can take a look at the maps for our round of 32. Okay,
Yes.
take us through it, Jess.
Okay, so for a round of 32 to round of 16, we are starting off once again with Hot Zone, and in the last two Weekly Cups we started off with Hot Zone as well. And next up we have Brawl Ball and Jam Grab. I'm really liking these set of maps and set of game modes here. We've seen parallel plays being played very competitively, very popular picks like Stu, Gale, Bali, and I do remember seeing a Crow as well, or Spike. Very, very popular picks. But I did see your tweet, Aaron, and you said Spike is not the cure to everything. So guys, please get creative with your brawler choices. No Spike tonight, okay?
I mean, okay, no, okay. The reason why that tweet came about was because everybody just first picked Spike everywhere, and it was getting so annoying because, like, there's so many other better first picks and choices, but because Spike is a pretty all-rounded or well-rounded brawler, everyone just feels like they're totally fine first picking Spike. They're not gonna get blamed. It's not a bad pick. It's not necessarily a good pick either, and I think that was the clutch I had about that one. But it's all good. Sometimes Spike is a really good pick, into tanks and things, and the life plan is still extremely broken, so I do suspect a lot less Spike coming into the next change, because we're going to see 6 bans, of a maximum of 6 bans and a minimum of 3, so I think that we're going to be seeing less Spike after these changes get implemented, if you guys hadn't already known about it. Okay, anyways, parallel plays will be our first one, followed by Pinhole Punt, which is also a relatively open map, and lastly, if it comes to a third set, it will be Hard Rock Mine. Also are relatively open. So all of these maps are pretty open. There is also the possibility of tanks and stuff because Hard Rock Mine does have those two like pretty closed off lanes. Pinhole, punt, the center, although it's open, there's still a heck ton of bush everywhere. The whole mid is bush. And Parallel Plays does have walls, but we don't really see tanks there. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully our first match, which is going to be podcast versus it's going to be Geek Fam versus PS Prata, I believe.
Yes, Prata. A very new face, right? I don't think we've seen them before.
Yeah, let's run me through a few of the players in PS Prata, maybe.
Alright, so starting off with our team captain, we have Zovia Man, followed by his two fellow teammates, Shadowstorm 990 and King Koopa. So apparently his Power League solo rank is at Legendary 1. And they do have an in-game club called PS Prata. So perhaps they're representing their club tonight and their fellow PS Prata family is, watching them. So all the best, PS Prata. How about Geek Fam? Do you know anything about them?
Well, we do know some things about the Geek Fam, headed by their captain Arya. Geek Fam, let's just talk about Geek Fam in general. We saw Geek Fam play last night in the Friday night gaming. They went pretty far, only falling to, I believe it was Joshua Seng Fam, which is Response's team, I believe. Or was it Cringe Fam? I forget. I think it was Cringe Fam they lost to, which is the other Geek Fam counterpart. But either way, Geek Fam is really competitive. We've seen their faces in almost all of our tournaments. I think every single one they've been from very familiar face, and they've been inching further and further closer to those grand finals. But yes, so their captain is Arya, and their players are Drago, Void, and Res. I'm sure we all know Drago. Void has 37,000 trophies as of now, and his Power League has reached Legendary 1, which is a pretty good feat. And Resurrect, I believe, 38,000 trophies. His Power League team rank was Masters. Not easy to get. Even if there was win trading involved, it's still not easy to get because you won't be win trading all the time anyways. That's a discussion for another day. And he has a rank 35 Leon and Stu, so maybe he's more on the aggro side of things if he likes to rank 35 those kind of aggro brawlers, if you know what I mean. And yeah, Geek Fam is significantly known for their Mobile Legends Bang Bang team in Malaysia. But I mean, why not Singapore and Brawl Stars? Anything is possible. Once a geek, always a fam. Anyways, let's see. I think we are ready
for our first game, right?
Take it away.
Alright. We're not very sure if you guys can hear the sound, so please let us know. But starting off, we have a Shadow Storm on the Mortis. He manages to take down Void. And once again, we are seeing Spike, a very, very versatile and popular brawler. And yeah, I love the Gale as well. Gale is such an overpowered brawler, especially in Hot Zone. And we definitely loved to see a Stu there to help push up on the right lane. So
yeah.
A very nice start to our tournament here. Very good picks by both PS Prata and Geek Fam.
Geek Fam, yes sir. Fam, alright, Geek Fam. I love T-Res on the Stu, man. He was completely destroying Mortis just now, but then Shadowstorm is not gonna be destroyed anymore. Takes out 2 in Drago as well as Void. Almost gets a 3rd with T-Res. But he's getting a lot of pressure actually, and gets them off of their home zone so they can secure that. Allows Zovia Man to really step in there, get the percentage off. But he does fall. T-Res now on the aggressive, but a huge stun coming in from King Koopa, getting the kill on T-Res. Shadowstorm gets absolutely decimated by Drago over there, and now we're kind of at a stalemate once again. Huge stun by Zovia Man. Really nice.
I was all fumbled up today, Antuya.
Wow, look at that stun.
Very, very nice stun by Void. Wow. Pushes him into the arm's length of the Mortis, and Shadowstorm manages to get 2. It looks like Team PS Prata has the they have a lot of positioning right now, and seeing at 84%, 78% is relatively close, but Geek Fam manages to get back on their feet a little bit. I'm just...
Yeah, they
I'm
really
at a
need to
loss
get
for
T-Res out there on the top right, otherwise they won't make it in time. T-Res need to get him out. Zovierman coming clutch. 2%. Void's just gonna walk it in, and that first set goes to Geek Fam. First round of the first set. What an intense matchup, Jellyqueen.
What an intense match, and I think we can all agree that Stu was such a vital pick in managing to push out on the right hot zone. I was thinking that he would help counter the Mortis a little. Very well played by both teams. We see the BMs coming out. Shadowstorm tries to go in to get another 2k like he did before. He fails. King Koopa goes down. All 3 players on Geek Fam remaining, leaving Zovierman, the last guy alive. He does go down eventually. Today he does fall, and Geek Fam has really good positioning and control over the majority of the map right now. I like how they are strategizing towards getting the furthest hot zone instead of standing on the nearest one. Very interesting strat that we've seen.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams generally just like to play passive and just like take their own zone on the left side, but we see Drago actually pushing up, helping to support, provide some pressure and cover for Void in case Shadowstorm tries to go for him as well. He's nearby the cover. And T-Res is getting a lot of percentage on the enemy zone. Shadowstorm going in, gets the super off, but it's not enough to take out Void or Drago, but T-Res does fall to King Koopa as he supers in. Oh, Zovierman, not the best super you want to land as a Gale. Bit of a panic one, but look at that. They have quite a significant amount of their zone. T-Res getting the kill on Mortis here. We're all tied up. We actually have some extra zone on the side of Geek Fam on the offensive because they were so offensive the whole of the start. T-Res, it looking like he's in a bit of a situation, does fall to Zovierman. Void is going to super.
Oh, very close by Void there.
Yeah,
just to clutch it up with his super though.
That was huge, and now we're all kind of tied up. But I feel like PS Prada needs to get some safe percentage. 84, I believe, or 85. Yeah, 83 to 50. PS Prada really needs to get the defense on point and the aggro up there.
Indeed, Zovierman almost goes down. Oh, he does go down eventually, and I've just been seeing Shadowstorm trying his very hardest to push up on the left lane for the longest time, but it was a very dire and sad attempt. It seems like it's leveled up now. Is it leveled up or is it a 2-0? It is a 2.
I believe that is a 2-0.
Yeah, that is a 2-0, and that means Geek Fam takes the first hold of Hot Zone, are we right?
Yep, Geek Fam takes Hot Zone. And we're gonna go on to Pinhole Punt, which is match point in favor of Geek Fam. They can end it here and now. Just need to get another 2-0 or 2-1, and we're going on to our next match. But we'll see if PS Prada can make something happen and stay in this competition. So, Pinhole Punt. I think we're gonna see some nice ranged brawlers for the mid. What do you think? I think Crow is super strong here.
Yes, Crow is definitely super strong here, not allowing the heal. He can jump from here to there, very versatile in terms of movement. I think he's just a really good aggressive brawler here, especially he can slow down opponents with his slowing toxin. I'm hoping to see some long range brawlers like Bell, hopefully. I'm not sure if that's meta. Please correct me if that is wrong, because apparently my brawler choices are outdated. But yeah, very long range brawlers. And in terms of tanks, I think Daryl would be a great tank here. He could just roll in and use those walls to his advantage, bounce off of them and get some great picks.
Daryl is a really nice counter pick to a lot of these squishy range brawlers, if you think about it. Like if they like to play Byron or B, maybe a Daryl will, and then let's say they go with a Fang as well, right? You don't really want to go Mortis into a Fang, so you kind of go like maybe a Daryl, so you can kind of like get some damage and pressure on the Fang, as well as have that pressure to roll on the Byron or B at any time. That's where we really see Daryl shine. That versatility in being able to counter a tank as well as get onto the squishy people. I feel like a Mortis has that stronger ability to do that, to completely destroy those like squishy brawlers, but he's not good in the face of other tanks. So I think that's where we see Daryl come up, like you mentioned. I really think we're gonna see a Gale.
Definitely a girl.
Gale. I think the top 5 brawlers that come to mind when I think of Pinhole Punt, it's probably like Gale, Pam, Byron, Crow, maybe Sandy or Spike, maybe even Max.
Yes, Sandy. Correct.
Yeah,
Sandy is so good with her root storms. Very rude indeed.
Yeah,
Bringing out all the vision in the grass.
Yeah, Rude, Sands, and Healing Winds both are very, very strong star powers. But generally, I think the Rude Sands is better because of the damage. You also have that vision because when they take damage, you can see their position. So that might be a really huge advantage coming into this next game.
Well said, Aaron. Well, let's see what the picks are, because I feel like this time with these new sets of maps compared to our previous WigglyCups, we have less maps with pools of water, so maybe there'll be less Eves, and since Eve got a nerf, she's not as strong as before, right?
No. I think Eve is still broken.
Eve is still OP.
Yes, Eve is OP. Like, that nerf was not enough. Eve is just... It's just too strong. Like, I think Eve and Fang... Eve almost always is banned, unless it's a map where, like, maybe Sneaky Fields, for example. But even then... Oh, do you see what I said? Do you see what happened there? Like, Eve and then...
Oh, okay, Aaron.
The new...
If you guys like Aaron's jokes, you gotta hype him up, okay? These are classic Aaron jokes.
Chat is my hype man. Anyways, Eve, the new star power is extremely toxic. Like, as long as you land that big final egg shot, whatever it is, it literally spawns a hatchling, and that is super broken, even in these like close range maps. Anyway, we're into our first game.
Alright, Shelly. Aaron, there is a Shelly, and we're seeing Shadow Storm on the Shelly, popping a very early clay pigeon. And yeah, it feels like we've forgotten to talk about Ems here. T-Rex actually manages to stay alive thanks to the clutch heals by Void, and this allows Geek to push up a little bit more. Zoviaman on the Jean, though, very, very classic brawler pick for very, very long time. Jean will always be kind of a meta brawler, and it seems like it's a goal here.
Ooh,
maybe not.
No,
maybe not.
Not today. I feel like T-Rex is doing so much on the M's, and Void, luckily, thanks to that Byron super manages to super, but King Koopa just walks straight up and makes sure Void falls. I think Zoviaman doesn't want to give Drago the position. He's trying to sprinkle him off, trying to pressure him off to that mid, away from the mid, so that they have that control. Shadow Storm with his super now, gonna look for a play. Oh, but the slow from Drago completely denies it. It gets a nice jump on Zoviaman as well, and this might turn into a quick opposition goal in favor of Geek Fam. Wow, a trick shot.
Going in for the trick shot as well.
Sheesh to you.
Yes, and Geek Fam are just one more goal away until they take the first set of Brawl Ball. Very nice style points by Drag over there for that trick shot as well. And we just see Shadow Storm just going wham on the T-Rex. He does get pulled. Very nice pull by Zoviaman. Drago pushes the ball away, tries to fall back. He knows that everybody is trying to respawn and gain positioning. Void!
No. Shadow Storm almost has such a big play, but he auto-aimed like 3 times and missed all the shots on Void. It was painful to watch.
Do not auto-aim, kids. Do not try that at home.
Even if you're playing Shelly, it's fine. Just don't auto-aim.
Yeah.
Void finishing King Koopa. This could be the close-off that Geek Fam has been waiting for. T-Rex in a nice position. He's gonna pop his super now, but Void doesn't manage to pass the ball, but there's not enough time. They're too far stuck in their own spawn, and Geek Fam's gonna take round number 1 of our Brawl Ball set.
Yes, indeed. And just for all of our new viewers who have joined us, welcome to the stream and welcome to our very third WigglyCup. We are currently into our second game mode of round of 32 to round of 16, and if Geek Fam wins this, they will be our very first quarterfinalist. Are we right?
Yep, they will be quarterfinalists into the round of 16. And yeah, just like I mentioned, they're slowly inching their way closer and closer to those grand finals. Crispy grand finals. Anyways, now we see Geek with full mid control, but King Koopa might be looking for a flank. Drago is going to be on the offensive now, gets a double slow. Huge kill on Xavier Man thanks to the help of Void, and it's a 3 versus 1. I don't know whether Drago can walk this in because King Koopa has his gadget, which is a stun. And all of Geek has to respect that because they can't just simply walk in whenever they want. Xavier Man with his pull now could make an aggressive play.
Well said, Aaron. I think Geek Fam has been playing very, very patiently, just playing for the control and playing to get that positioning advantage. And it seems like T-Rex actually goes down with the help of Xavier Man. Shadow Storm on the brink of death. Ooh.
Oh, Drago with
Does
the play.
Drago get this?
Wow, what a play.
What a play by Drago. This guy is a stylo Milo. What can I say? The pins are going out and yeah, this is why Crow is such a versatile pick, as how Aaron mentioned earlier. Very popular, very good pick, and it's looking like a goal.
Drago going with the trick shot again, but not gonna actually make it. Oh no, Drago, you're so bad. I'm joking, Drago's my friend. He's all good, all just for jokes, /J. Drago closing that one off. Well, technically not Drago, but a really nice goal. Nice plays all round. Geek Fam's gonna be your first quarterfinalist for WigglyCup 3.
Yes, a big congratulations to Geek Fam, and they are no stranger to all of our Claxon tournaments. You've seen them around here and there, and they're just getting better and better as time goes by. So yeah, we love to see a great first advancement, and of course a very nice try to our team Prata. I'm sure all of your team members in your club were still cheering you on. You can try out for WigglyCup number 4, maybe that'll be Prata team number 2.
Yes, Prata team number 2. That sounds interesting. I don't know. I feel like, honestly, if PS Prata really played that quite well, but they struggled a lot in Brawl Ball due to the Shelly pick. I don't know if that was an accident or what was actually going on. But Shelly is definitely not something you'd ever want to pick unless the enemy team has double tanks. Then it's okay, kind of justifies the Shelly pick. But yeah, it was a bit sus over there. I mean, they did pick the Hot Zone one pretty close, but I feel like Geek Fam just really had a lot of pressure, which was really difficult to deal with on the side of PS Prada. So anyways, GG, well played. We'll see you in the next one, hopefully. Anyways, we'll be having the same set of maps again for our round of 16. Who's in our next matchup, Jellyqueen?
Who is in our next matchup? I have no idea, but when there's a call for an update in brackets, we'll definitely show it to you guys. We are currently trying to figure out who are our next.
Okay,
spectators.
So it is Extra Toxic Boys versus...
Extra Toxic Boys, alright. Versus Salty Doritos. Very salty indeed. I hope to see some very salty, toxic plays.
Yep. Salty plays. Great.
Yes. And I mean, we've seen Extra Toxic Boys before. I think we've seen Dorito. I think previously they named themselves Doritos Gang. I'm not very sure. But yeah, no stranger to the competition. A very tough team to beat. Let's hope for some more exciting games. And hopefully we'll go into our third mode, which is Gem Grab, Hard Rock Mine, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You are correct. Certainly, for sure. Anyways, Extra Toxic Boys is a very familiar name for me because I remember them in particular going all the way into the semi-finals, I believe, of WigglyCup number 2 weeks ago. They played really well. Or did they even go to the grand finals? I think they went to the grand finals versus Toxic
Extra
Spinners.
Toxic Spinners. Yes, it was Toxic versus Toxic, right?
It was the battle of the Toxics. Well, yeah, they really insane team over there. I'll just give you some inside info about Extra Toxic Boys. Their captain is Finn, who also used to be known as Shafin. He's a really strong player from Bangladesh. I believe the whole team is from India in general and Bangladesh. So he has 51,000 trophies, and his solo masters rank, his solo rank in Power League is Masters, which is the highest rank you
Wow.
can get. So that is crazy insane. His team is also consists of Crescent, who used to be known as Jackson, I believe, and D-Skills and Trashant. So D-Skills actually won Sky Esports India Championship in 2020.
He was the winner.
He won the whole
Hell
thing. Jellyqueen,
nah,
can you believe
goddamn.
it? Can you believe it?
Boom.
He is a champion. So I won't be surprised if he's crowned champion again. He and his team Extra Toxic Boys. And Trashant is a 2021 monthly finalist, which is huge. They also did participate in the CESA April monthly finals. So that was the April the previous monthly finals, and they did unfortunately fall to Reconic Esports 02. But I mean, coming all the way to a monthly final level is already huge, and that is a big feat in itself. So I hope for some really exciting games as they go against Salty Doritos running through Jellyqueen.
Salty Doritos. Okay, I feel like you started off Extra Toxic Boys really strong. As you know, they deserve their recognition. But I believe Salty Doritos are some really strong ladder players as well, and they did participate in our weekly cups. Unfortunately, didn't make it up to our semis. But, you know, maybe this might be the chance for a change. And Aaron and I always vote for the underdogs. So, you know, my bets are on them. So for the team of Salty Doritos, we have team captain QC Ari, if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. We also have Dark Beast and Hideaki. So all of them very strong players. 47,000 trophies, 35,000 trophies. I just said trophies. Yes, and all of them love playing Power League as well. We're seeing lots of like strong Power League contenders with ranks up to Legendary 1, Masters. That's really the cream of the crop here. So definitely we would love to see Salty Doritos advance in WigglyCup number 3.
Yep. Also, do not forget to add our production man acolytes in game. You know, you might think that he's a bad player, but you add him, I kid you not, he's a really good player. Although he's doing production, he will carry you in your games. Don't forget to add acolytes. Yes, he actually. Fun fact, you know, our production guy acolytes actually played in the first ever LAN tournament for Brawl Stars, which is the regional qualifiers. It was actually hosted in KL, so he flew over to KL. That's the first time I met him as well, because I was competing in that too, and we faced each other off face to face, literally Singapore versus Singapore in KL. And that's actually how I got to know him. So he actually is a really good player, don't get me wrong. Yes, and if you're fortunate enough to add him, do add him ASAP so we can continue to cast our games. Anyways.
Yes, because if you guys don't add him, we can't spectate it, and y'all will have the luxury of looking at Aaron and I for another 10 minutes. So,
no luxury.
Quickly add our production man now.
Yes. Then we can get on with the games and we can end this quick. Crown the champions, who will walk away with a some nice pocket money. I think it's like 90 SGD or 60 SGD. It's a pretty sizable amount, at least $20 per player if you win the entire thing. Yes, and this is like every month. It happens twice, so it does kind of add up. If you think about it, you just save the money each time you get it, right? $20 twice a month, that's $40 a month. It times 12 like that, it's like, wow, that's like $480. That's almost $500. Yes. That's like half the amount to an iPad Pro just for winning in 1 year straight from a community
Let's go,
tournament.
Aaron. We love our Mr. Engineering bringing us the finance rundown. So make sure that you sign up for our WigglyCup tournament so that we can upscale the prize pool as well. And you will be able to afford half an iPad Pro in 1 year's time. Let's go. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks for the insider information.
And if you're talented enough, I mean, just go ahead and play in the qualifiers. Go and qualify for monthly finals. Win the whole thing. Take down free win agents and Upper Moon and Hashira and everybody who exists. And you'll get an iPad Pro in 1 month. Yeah, that
Yes.
works too. You don't
Yes,
have
but
to.
do not pick Shelly
Yes, do
because
not
that
push.
will not get you far, as we have seen.
Yes. But I am very excited for the new changes coming to Power League and to competitive. Have you heard about it, Jellyqueen?
Why don't you tell us more about it? Let's let our viewers know.
Oh,
I know
right.
about the bands. There will definitely be individual bands. So, and team suggestions. I'm sure we've all been frustrated when we've been playing solo Power League and we see one random banning Shelly or some stupid brawler like Bali or something like that.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty of banning Shelly because I didn't have time, and honestly the bans are not as important as the picks. Like, if you think about it, especially in like a solo Power League.
And there's so many brawlers
yeah.
anyway. So just one ban, you'll be able to like pick another brawler. So yes, and
Yes.
yeah, tell us more about it. Also, PSA before that, Team Salty Doritos and Extra Toxic Boys, if you are watching, please get into the lobbies as we want to watch your games ASAP. Our production man is waiting for your friend request. Yes.
Yes, and he is not happy. Okay, I'm joking. I don't know how he's feeling, but yes, do that ASAP. Anyways, I'll run you guys through the new changes coming to Power League, and eventually to official competitive, and that will inevitably affect WigglyCup as well. So this will be coming into effect for WigglyCup. Instead of having only one ban from each team, which is a blind ban as of now, it's going to be an individual ban for each player. So in the pre-game drafting phase, we have 3 bans. So let's just take a blue team's perspective. Each player gets their own ban, and it has to be unique. So if I ban Brock, the second player in my team can't ban Brock. They have to ban something else. So it could be anything. If you don't really want to ban something, you can always ban like Dynamite and Shelly or whatever, like nonsense. But you just need a unique ban from each player in your team. So there's no double bans or triple bans within your own team, but you're not going to be able to see what the other team bans. So if the other team bans Brock as well, then there's going to be one repetitive ban in that sense. So instead of 6 banned brawlers, you might only have 5 brawlers which are banned. So
I see.
in the situation that my team bans Shelly, Dynamite, and Brock, and the enemy team bans the exact same 3 brawlers, then there only going to be effectively 3 bans for that match. So that's not too bad if you think about it. And it kind of also caters to like, if I personally, I hate going against Mortis and I will ban Mortis every single game. I mean, it kind of makes your life a bit easier. Like you'll be happier because you won't face that dreaded brawler that you always face in that sense. So I think it's going to be very interesting. We have yet to see how it comes into play. I mean, it will be live first in Power League, and then in the monthly finals, and then we'll see it in WigglyCup. I think that's the order in terms of a timeline kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. Curious to see how it plays out. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think the implementations are very good. As you've mentioned, the picks are more important than the bans, of course. So how about the suggestions? Like how does that work?
So I think it's like right now in Power League, the way we suggest something is like we hover it, right? It's like you tap on the brawler, and even though it's not your turn to pick, you can still kind of see that like you want to pick this, and that's the kind of communication we have right now in Power League. So we want this guy to pick this, so we kind of hover that brawler. So I think suggestions is probably going to be like what you see when you're in your own room, your own ladder room, and you click suggest a brawler like directly, and then you can choose a brawler to like pick. I think it's going to be similar to that. So in a Power League game, I can suggest a brawler, and instead of the person having to like swipe across the whole brawler pool to kind of find that brawler, he can just kind of click what the whoever in his team suggested that brawler, so he can instantly get that brawler. There's no hassle of like trying to find that brawler which my teammates want to use. So I think it's going to be a lot more clearer in terms of communication. Because sometimes it's like I want to go Byron, so I'm hovering Byron, but then my teammate thinks that he wants him to, like, I want him to go Byron, but no, I just want to go Byron. I don't know what you want to pick, like, kind of thing. So sometimes there's a bit of miscommunication, especially because in solo Power League you can't switch within your own team. You can only do that in friendly battles or tournament mode. So I think that will help to clear a lot of these communication issues which might arise in solo Power League, or even Team Power League for that matter.
Yes, thank you so much for the lengthy explanation. I think all of you guys who are new to this and are new to the game and are just generally wondering what is Brawl Stars, I think you get a bit of a gist about it. So yeah, if you just stumbled upon our humble stream, feel free to download it and try it out for yourselves. Yeah, and the chat is very funny. What is up, Wiggly Spoo? If you guys don't know, Wiggly Spoo is the man of the hour. He is our manager and basically our boss. So, hence WigglyCup. Like, it's definitely not called Aaron Cup.
Not
So,
called
a big
Jellyqueen
hi.
either.
Yep, a big hi to you, and hi to all of our friends who are supporting us. Just an update: Team Salty Doritos and Team Extra Toxic Boys are getting ready in lobby. A big apologies for the delay. I think they had some mishaps and miscoms, so hence Aaron was kindly explaining the new updates of the game to us. So, well, Aaron, shall we take a look at the map pool again to refresh everybody about, Hot Zone, our very first mode of the day?
Yep, let's take a look at Hot Zone, which is our first map in our round of 16, which we're going to be watching right after this. So,
yes,
as we mentioned before, I think Jess, you mentioned you like to see, or you tend to see, Spike, Gale, Byron. What other brawlers did you mention? Sorry, remind me.
Okay, I think definitely Stu.
Mhm.
I previously we saw Team Prata choose Mortis. I think Stu will definitely be the better option in case there are throwers like Bali. You can dance around the yellow barriers inside of the hot zone. There's been so many times where Bali has countered even a Gale. If Gale doesn't farm his super on him, he can just really play around that little area. But with the addition of Stu can just break those barriers and make a thrower completely useless. So I think Stu is very, very important. And Spike as well, very intrinsic brawler. And yeah, Gale. I think these are my top 3 picks. How about yours? Name us your top 3.
Well, my top 3 for this map has to be Gale, maybe Mortis. I think Mortis is a nice last pick. I love Mortis as a last pick, especially if Gale's out of the picture. Of if my team already has Gale, Mortis puts a lot of pressure. So my top 3. Okay, Gale. Mortis is like a last thing, right? A last pick, cheese kind of thing. But my top 3 picks for this brawler: Gale, Pam, and Ems. I think those are like super strong this map.
Yes. So, Salty Doritos and Team Toxic, please hurry up so that we can see your picks. Aaron and I are going to talk about the weather very soon at this point. And it looks like Mr. Wiggly Spoo has ended up at City Hall after hearing our lengthy explanation about Parallel Plays. I mean, Parallel Plays is a very interesting map. That's why we have a lot to say about it.
Oh my goodness. Well, hope you do meet Orca and have a coffee. Something that will be quite a funny sight to imagine even. But yeah, please do. If you are participating in this tournament, please do cooperate as fast as possible. Make sure you have our production manager added, who is Acolytes. And do try to ready up as soon as possible. It's not like you can pick your brawlers beforehand. There's no stalling. Just make sure your team is ready. Make sure you have everything added, and when we say ready, just ready and go straight into the game so that we can get on with it, and you don't, we don't have to like stall time and speak rubbish for hours. So yeah, just help us with that one thing so that this tournament can run as smoothly as possible. Maybe you should, remember what I did last time, Jess, when teams weren't ready? I would just go ahead and spectate whoever was playing, right? That would actually be... yeah, but unfortunately we have upped our game. We have planned and we have made overlays and everything beautiful. Please cooperate, friends. And I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at our next map after Parallel Plays, which is going to be Pinhole Punt.
Yes,
so Pinhole Punt, I think...
So, Crow, right? You were talking about how strong Crow is, and I was hoping on a Bell, but there was a Byron instead, and Byron is definitely not any weaker. Byron is so strong, if not stronger. He can just support and back up his team, making even the squishiest of brawlers really strong and tanky. So very, very good map in terms of all these long-range duos. And in our previous games with Toxic and Team Toxic versus Team Prata, we've only made it to Pinhole Punt. So I really hope in the next set of games we'll be able to see Hard Rock Mine in Gem Grab.
Yeah, I mean, Hard Rock Mine is what we have yet to see. I think it's going to be a fun one. But Pinhole Punt, yeah, like you said, you know, Crow. We just saw Drago completely pop off just now. Insane jump, a lot of pressure, the slows, so much control. And you know, when you tag someone, you kind of can see them in the bush for quite a while after that. And that gives away a lot of position. And allows your own team to push up if you have Crow on your side. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. I think for Hard Rock Mine, maybe you can go. Actually, I think Hard Rock Mine is like a nice to see, but maybe we can take a look at our brackets first to kind of see like where all the teams have progressed so far. And let's take a look.
All right, wow, it seems like everyone has advanced already, and Toxic Spinners are our very first team to make it to the quarters. So, big congratulations, and yeah, we hope to see you go against perhaps Geek Fam. Seems like Geek Fam that we've just spectated is now going against Bear Gang. A lot of gangs and teams. A lot of, yes.
Gangs, fams, and teams, and Toxics.
Yes, at the bottom right we see Send Help. We hope that you'll be able to win your matches against Rabbit Hop and vice versa. Love to see some new faces.
Yep.
Yes.
Definitely. Toxic Spinners is definitely one to look out for. You know, they actually took home the crown in the previous WigglyCup number 2. And we'll see if they can make it to the grand finals yet again. Anyways, Extra Toxic Boys, Salty Doritos. They will be our next matchup. And looking at some other matchups, Top Notch is a team to look out for as well. I believe that consists of some very strong players as well. I forget at the top of my head, but yes, that is definitely a team to look out for. And what else we have? Newbies and Easy Money. I think that will be a close one. I'm not too sure about that one, but I hope you guys are doing well in your games. Wish you all the best. Good luck. And come and watch the stream and try and steal some comms maybe from whoever you see on stream. Anyways, we are finally into our game.
Finally, after 1,000 years and a journey to City Hall, we are starting off our very first game of extra toxic boys against Salty Doritos. So looking at our matchup, we actually see a Jessie. QC does go down to D skills over here, and very interesting, Stu is playing the left lane instead of the right. What do you think about this?
Stu generally is the aggressive brawler, so when he plays on the left lane, you can kind of think of it as the right lane on their side. So I think
that's true.
So I think it's an okay thing to be on the aggressive for the side of Salty Doritos, but Extra Toxic Boys have a very strong comp. I'm actually amazed at this Jessie pick. It's actually seemed to have been working out a bit more, but you know, Caster's Curse, just as I mentioned, that Jessie does fall, and it looks like Salty Doritos actually getting some nice position, but D-Skills gets the kill on the Rush there, and that's not going to be looking good as they go into the second half of this game. Oh no, falling on all sides. Salty Dorito is crumbling, and Extra Toxic Boys gets some percentage on the right side.
Oh, he didn't know that Crescent was in that left bush over there. What seemed to be quite of a neck-to-neck game has now grown into the favor of Team Extra Toxic Boys, and they are no stranger to the competition, making it very far in all of our WigglyCups. Now, I'm just really impressed at this Jessie pick. It is working out. Like, I've been seeing him win the spike quite a few times, and it seems like Hideki on the spike has moved to the left lane. 81% to 55%. Things are looking very, very rough for Team Salty Doritos.
Yeah, it looks like they could just close this out, but Dark Beast is not gonna let that happen. Not today, not right now. They are still in this. Crescent's gonna walk up, but they need to get him out right now. It's 99. He actually just manages to stay in all the way to the 100% mark. Extra Toxic Boys take round 1 of set number 1. That was looking like it was neither
An
here
easy
or there.
clap. It was an easy clap at the end.
Yeah, it was neither here or there initially, and then Extra Toxic Boys like, okay, enough playing around. Let's get this dub, and they just went full on and destroyed Salty Doritos, sorry, on that second half of the game. And now we see Dark Beast. Oh no. Crescent trying to get the kill on Hidaki. Oh, Hidaki actually gonna come out on top on this left side over there. That's gonna be huge. Dark Beast as well, gonna get some really nice position. Oh, but Troshan with the turret. Oh, does fall though to Ruffs. Wow, a lot of back and forth here, Jellyqueen.
A lot of back and forth, and I think that it's much definitely closer than the previous game. I really like how Spike managed to win his lane over there. That helped Team Salty Doritos get their percentages up. So props to him. We vote for the underdogs, and yeah, these skills is getting pushed, but Crescent comes with the backup. Trashan trying to help Pitch, but Hidaki has been alive for way too long, managing to get the hot zone up to 78%. It's looking like a really favorable turnaround.
Yep, I really like the way that Salty Doritos have switched up their playstyle. Hidaki is playing out of his mind right now. Honestly, he gave so much space, so much percentage over there on the left side, and a very nice pinch coming in from Dark Beast. You know, this is not the first time he's come in with a clutch pinch with Hidaki. I think it's at least his second or third time. Look at that.
One by one, they are crumbling. I just see them spawning and dying. They need some team coordination and team pushes if they want to get back on track. But 99%, it seems like the score is leveled up right now. A very, very nice comeback by Team Salty Doritos. I think it was a really great call to get the Spike onto the left lane instead of the right side, because when he went down to the Jessie in the earlier game, everything kind of went to shambles. But we are moving on to our third game, and the winner of this takes the very first set.
Yeah, I think it's really nice that you pointed out that lane switch that they did, because what happened was Stu was going against a Gale, and that is the matchup that Extra Toxic Boys wants. They're gonna put Gale in defense no matter what, so switching that up and forcing the Spike Hidaki onto the Gale was definitely the play. And Stu did manage to get the better of Byron earlier this time around, but a huge turnaround in terms of playstyle right now. Extra Toxic Boys going back to what they knew and gonna get a lot of nice position. Trashan over-aggressing right there, and we get this double kill both on Trashan, and these kills are falling. And it looks like Salty Doritos are back in this, gonna get some position, but Crescent with a huge super gets Hidaki down, but Russ is not gonna stay alive for very long either. Oh my goodness, I thought he was gonna come up on top there. But Byron is just so strong too. Yep.
Yes, it seems like on both teams they've kind of switched up all their lane duels, like one by one. Spike moving to the left, Slew moving to the right, and Trashan being kind of that flexible pick where he can like move back and forth. But I just want to commend QC and Hidaki's early teamwork there, where they managed to pinch Trashan and take out these skills. It was such a great team wipe by Salty Doritos, but Extra Toxic Boys back at the 70%. It looks a little bit on the edge for Salty Doritos. They need to do something to get their control back.
Oh no, and just like that, Dark Beast falls. A nice pinch coming in from Trashan and these kills, and the super plus gadget to finish off Ruffs. It is not looking too good on the side of Salty Doritos. I think Dark Beast really needs some help on the right side. He's just getting bullied by the range. It almost falls again, but luckily for his super manages to get him out of that sticky situation. Hidaki is trying to get some left side percentage, but I don't think he can do it without his team. Not right now. He needs to help his team on the right side. I think they're going to be struggling a lot with the range right now, because their biggest range, their biggest issue right now is the range, because Ruffs kind of opened up the map, and that's going to make it a lot harder, because having Stu and Spike does not mean you're going to lose a lot of that solid range duels. But Dark Beast gets a nice kill on Trashan. Crescent follows up with a return kill on Hidaki, and it's not looking good for Salty Doritos. 25 seconds left, they're not even in the zone. This game is definitely in favor of Extra Toxic Boys. They are your winners for the first set.
Indeed, indeed. I think it was pretty close. I'm really enjoying this hot zone set because it wasn't one-sided at all. There was so many back and forths where you thought, salty Doritos, are they coming back? Extra toxic boys, are they gonna be our winners after all? But yeah, I really like this back and forth that they had, and very good effort by both teams. But it appears that extra toxic boys was just a tad better, and they've been able to take away the first set of Hot Zone. So now we're moving on to Brawl Ball, Aaron.
Brawl Ball. It's gonna be Pinhole Punt. I definitely think we're gonna see a lot of those brawlers we mentioned earlier. But I just want to talk about one thing on Hot Zone. I really like that Jessie pick because Jessie is not a brawler you see a lot. In general in the entire meta. Jessie is like probably in your like bottom 10, kind of thing. But it was a really smart pick if you think about it, because against Spike, the life plant becomes a lot more useless because you can't really hide behind that anymore as the shot bounces around. With the Ruffs, if the Ruff drops his sandbags as well, it's gonna bounce all around and it's gonna be taken out almost instantly. And even against a Stu, if you have your super online, when the Stu rushes towards you, you can just kind of drop it and instantly slow, and it's gonna relieve a lot of pressure and maybe even secure the kill against that Stu. So I really like that Jessie pick there. It has decent matchups against all of the enemy team brawlers on Salty Doritos side. So I just like to commend Extra Toxic Boys for that big brain pick right there.
Yes, that was definitely a reverse Uno card that they pulled up right there, and I wouldn't have expected a Jessie either, because now that Belle is added into the game, nobody really plays her anymore. And once you mention about like the sandbags, the life plant, they are bound to be not as useful as before. So especially Jessie is so strong mid to late game when you get her turret up, because once you get her turret, she farms more damage and gets more supers after that. And I think Trashan had some really good shots as well, so great aim. He managed to get some shots onto the Stu, who can dash away, but he still manages to get taken down by Jessie somehow. So really big props to them. And not forgetting Hizaki on the Spike. He managed to win that Gale, Aaron. Like the second game, he managed to push up all the way and win that Gale. How?
I think that was just really good dodging and very good shot placement. Not sure whether he got a bit of his super from the other lane as well, but I don't know, somehow, some way, he managed to push up. He had a really nice super on him as well, good positioning all around. But I don't know, he just kind of struggled to replicate that in the last game. I thought he could do it again, because that was actually the game changer for the second game on the side of Salty Doritos. Really well played to Hidaki on that spike there. I don't even know how you did it, but after I saw you get the position, I was like, this guy is crazy. He's good at spike. I won't
Spike.
I won't blame you for picking it first in Power League if I match up against you. You did good. But yeah, unfortunately, they do lose that first set in Hot Zone. So yeah, what do you want to see in Pinhole Punt, Jellyqueen?
Pinhole Punt. I mean, there's been so much talks about the Crow, so definitely a Crow. We saw Byron earlier, but I do want to see Belle, and I really want to see Darrow as well, because it is a long range map. There are a lot of long range duels, but being Darrow, you get your role, and being a brawler that you can charge your super like passively without even having to hit a shot, but of course you would want to. You can close the distance between all of those long range brawlers, and yeah, positioning is so important in Brawl Ball. Imagine if Darrow manages to get his super, he can just roll it and score. So he's still really strong. I want to see some of those classic plays that we've had last time, in the early Brawl Stars when there weren't so many long range brawlers yet.
Early Brawl Stars reminds me of my favorite.
Tear trickle down.
Yes, a tear trickle down. It reminds me of my favorite brawler back then, kind of slowly fading away. It's Mortis. Mortis in Brawl Ball was my go-to. He was my highest brawler. He was the highest skill capped in terms of positioning, game sense, and just like ammo counting, everything. Even the way you shoot your shot into the goal and when to do a trick shot, when to not. it was like crazy. I really miss those days when it didn't consume an ammo to pass the ball forward. That was, you really had that skill. There was like a huge skill gap in terms of like Mortis versus everyone else on Brawl Ball. It's like it was never a bad pick in Brawl Ball. And I remember watching a video a long time ago. This guy, I think his name was Keen, I believe, a player from North America. And there was a video made about him because he was the #1 Mortis in Brawl Ball. And he was like, wow. Yeah, anyways, enough reminiscing.
No Mortis here. Aaron, you can tell us more about it because I'm really interested to hear about your old Mortis days. But anyways, back to Brawl Ball. We are seeing a Squeak and a Ash. Some unconventional picks. Like, wasn't really expecting that. But if you think about it, Squeak being a very long-range brawler, especially with that gadget which allows you to shoot even further, there's so much area denial onto that little plot of grass, and Squeak is able to shoot behind walls as well. And seeing that, oh,
wow,
oh, okay,
coordination. Wow.
Okay, well, that was a very, yeah, we are all surprised. A very fast goal by QC. It seems like Team Salty Doritos is running that Ash and Byron comp, a very popular comp when Ash first came out. It seemed to work out in their favor there as they managed to score the very first goal of tonight. Well done to them, I guess. And Trashan, having his super, manages to put it down. If you think about it, at Eve super and at Ash super, they're pretty much similar. It's just that, you know, with the Eve one, you get the decay and the poison. But
yep.
Yeah, I like this matchup. I like how these teams were really creative with their brawler choices.
Yeah, wow, look at that huge
These
jump by
goes
Hidaki.
down. Yes, huge jump by Hidaki.
Yeah, just like you mentioned, I do, the Squeak pick does seem a bit sus sometimes, but I do get it when you say, you know, area denial is the name of the game for Squeak. Crescent actually gonna take down a player there, and Trashant does get a trade, but Dark Beast is gonna fall Trashant, and these goes. We see this situation quite a lot where, you know, they've kind of killed everyone, but they can't really walk it in for the side of Extra Toxic Boys. They really need like a team wipe because they need to get a goal in the next 30 seconds, 20 seconds now at this point, and it's not looking very good if Trashan falls there. They really need to get some position. Just now, they actually had a chance to score, but Hidaki had a very nice slow. And 10 seconds left, balls all the way in the top right corner. Doesn't look like Extra Toxic Boys is gonna take this set this time around.
Indeed. I don't think Extra Toxic Boys even expected the picks from Salty Doritos and vice versa. Like, seeing the WigglyCup and how it has progressed, we're just constantly seeing the same brawlers. So props to these two teams for choosing some new ones. You know, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yes. Definitely. Gotta agree with you there.
Eve is so strong still, even though there are no pools of water here. These skills almost manages to take down QC, but comes in with the support. Hidaki. Oh,
ooh.
He does go down. It's looking like almost a team wipe. Dark Beast stayed alive for the longest time.
Yep, the longest time, but these skills did help take him out over there.
Yes, was not the end.
Oh my gosh, we're so lame. Anyways, the Extra Toxic Boys looking a lot stronger this time around. Having not conceded an early goal like they did last time, it's going to be huge because it looks like they had control for most part of the previous game anyways. And now I'm really starting to see the strength of Trashant and his new Eve star power. So what that is that every time he lands his last shot, it actually spawns one of those toxic little things. And that's going to be giving them a huge advantage for a lot of
babies, essentially.
Yes, her babies, and it's going to be super annoying. As you can see, the map is constantly, almost all the time, has one of these babies on the floor somewhere. Using it to tank even for the crow there. Now we see a total of 6 on the map, I believe, or 5. It's crazy. They haven't even spawned, so it hasn't even reached its target yet. But it's going to be coming all towards Ash, and it's going to actually take him out with the help of Crescent. And D-Skills gets the kill on Byron. This is the chance, and they went straight for it. Look at the map. It's crazy, the number of baby thingy Eve on the ground. Oh my gosh.
Yes, the Eve spawnables can be really annoying, especially with the Ash ones, and the decays of both of their poisons. Look at this game, Aaron. Look at this game. It
It's
must be
so
really
messy.
annoying for both teams.
Yeah, it's like one side, this crow's jumping on me, this Ash has super, there's a bunch of things on me, and
Oh
then
wait, the squeak is still alive. Oh.
oh no! Crescent wasn't there in time to prevent Hidaki from actually scoring that, and it's gonna be tied up 1-1. 20 seconds left. This time, if nobody scores, it is gonna go into overtime. But wow, they almost went really aggressive. Actually, almost got the goal there,
Yes,
but
a bit of an overextension by QC. They're not really sure what he was trying to achieve, dashing into D skills. But 1-1, 5 seconds on the clock. We are going into overtime.
Sean
Trashan,
moving up, gets a pass down. He's too slow and dead. In fact, Dark Beast goes down, and set number 2 goes to in favor of Extra Toxic Boys, and we're all tied up 1-1. We are currently on match point for Extra Toxic Boys. If they take this, then they have completely won Salty Doritos. But if Salty Doritos wins this, they are gonna still be in this. We're gonna see Hard Rock Mine. So I don't know, who are you rooting for, Jellyqueen?
I'm rooting for Salty Doritos, of course. They may have not won some Indian Brawl Championships. They may not get Masters in Solo Power League, but they have the willpower. Look at that squeak go. There is still hope for all of us. So, yeah, let's go. You know, we see D skills, we see Crescent pushing up on the right and left lane. QC getting a little bullied there, trying to push his way out of spawn, but taking half of his health. And it seems like Extra Toxic Boys is playing very patiently, trying to get that control, whereas Salty Doritos is
They're kind of running
facing
it
a bit
down
of a
right
struggle.
now.
Yeah, they are trying to run it down, and it looks like
bit
a
too
very
much.
first early goal by Trashat.
Yep, it's gonna be a bit difficult right now for Salty Doritos, but Hidaki does have his jump and QC does have his super, so they're gonna be making a play. Hidaki's gonna take out Crescent right there.
QC with his robot babies, everything is going to shambles.
Oh,
Does
he actually blocked
QC
the gadget.
manage? Yes.
He's gonna try to walk it in. Actually gets the goal down. Wow, well played by
Yeah.
Salty Doritos. Wow, I did not expect that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. And it's 1-1 now. So if Extra Toxic Boys gets 1 point, they are gonna walk away to the semifinals. If Salty Doritos gets 1, they have a chance at the third map, which is Gem Grab. So let's go. QC manages to stay alive there. D skills unable to get him down. Lifeline comes out. 440 HP, goes down eventually. Trashan, D skills, Crescent, the whole gang is rising up. Look at that fortress of Bonables coming behind. Salty Doritos is having a hard time.
Yeah, they are. And I like to point out the fact that Crescent's actually running the new gadget, which actually provides vision in the bush. That's actually what helped to focus down fire on QC over there on the right side just now. And a lot of that pressure was kind of gone from that. Trashan going with the aggro super. Going to be looking to close this off as we go into overtime. QC is, however, on the loose in the middle. He's going to be looking to take out Crescent, but the slow comes down and he doesn't manage to find him. 13 seconds left. I feel like Salty Doritos really need some position here, but the whole team crumbles. And 6 seconds left. It's going to be going to overtime, and it's going to be difficult yet again on the side of Salty Doritos.
Indeed. QC does go down. He was struggling to get Crescent out of there. But everyone has such great positioning. The ball goes down to Trashan. He passes up to Crescent, who has his super, misses. Hidaki goes down again to D skills. QC, the only one alive now, gets attacked by the last Eve baby. He does have
his
super.
super.
He's hoping and wishing he could run
Oh,
faster.
no.
Retreats. His legs are too slow and short. Hidaki running forward. This is just madness.
This is madness indeed. QC popping his super down, gonna be giving him that extra speed that he needs against Crescent. Does get tagged though, once, twice. He's gonna go for the kill on Crescent. Does he get it? He does get it, but he also falls to D skills, and that is gonna prevent a lot of that pressure now. Ball in the corner, I believe. They're looking to tie this up maybe. It is gonna be difficult. No, Dark Beast is gonna bring the ball down. He's gonna passes it over to QC. QC gonna be passing it back to Dark Beast. Dark Beast supering it to
Is
the
this
corner. D
ball-
skill catches it. No. Not this time round. We're gonna see another replay of this match. Oh my goodness, Jellyqueen.
Where is my towel? I think we need to wipe some sweat out of here. That was so intense, guys. And honestly, I didn't expect this to be so close. This ain't the finals, okay? This is freaking quarters. So let's not discount this. Let's not discount the strength of Salty Doritos being able to make it this far. I like the early aggression. QC going in with the clutch heals.
Oh my goodness, he just ran it down and it worked.
Somebody stop that man. He's been running it down two times now and it has worked.
He was like 10,
when in doubt,
honestly.
just walk it in.
Exactly, just capitalizing on that missed position of D-skills over there. But now QC is low. Pops the gadget stay alive thanks to a lot of that healing from Dark Beast. Is going to be able to stay alive, barely does fall eventually. Hidaki a bit late to help and support his team over there on the right side, and Dark Beast is looking very low, actually going to fall over there to the E super. And now QC, but QC has tons of HP. He's going to be able to help defend this. I think he's looking to farm his super right now. Oh, but they kind of overestimated the strength right there of the defense. And wow, Extra Toxic Boys knew how to capitalize. Knew they were kind of overcommitting and overrating their defense right there. Yeah, they absolutely capitalized, got that early goal, which they actually shouldn't ever get on the side of Salty Doritos.
Yes, sir. QC quickly comes in to sweep up Crescent and helps to defend that, but he's so low, manages to go back up and reset, getting a little bit of heals perhaps from his Byron. It seems like, you know, both of these goals, when the ball spawned, they were all just rushing at it. And look at Beast trying once again.
Oh,
Everything
QC
is... Yeah, but
got
D-Skills
such a
does manage to get a
aggro
ball.
position.
Yeah, he
Yep.
pushes it up and
Ooh,
Hidaki goes down to the life plant. This is just
Sus.
strength of the life plant, really.
That is a sus jump right there, Hidaki. I'm calling you
Yeah.
out for that. That was bad. But nice try. I mean, I guess he does just want to secure kill. Dark Beast going in now with super. Oh my goodness, he almost saw the opportunity right there. If Crescent didn't position himself, it would have been a trick shot straight into that goal. But now Hidaki, kind of stuck here. He managed to get the kill. QC with the ball. Salty Doritos takes
Let's
the
go,
final
Salty
set of Brawl Ball,
Doritos.
and it's gonna go to a third game. They are still in this, Jellyqueen.
They are still in this, and that was their chance to move it forward. Like, that was really the tiniest thread that they were holding on to, and they managed to succeed. So really, really good job to Salty Doritos. I think that set of Brawl Ball was like my favorite game that I've seen so far tonight, and I don't think it will be very hard to replace that. I really love the effort that they went through, and QC's run it down. So guys, from now onwards, just run it down, okay? When in doubt, just go.
Not my Power League randoms, please. Everyone who's on Jess's team, run it down. But my team, don't do that, please. Unless you're running like an Ash Byron kind of thing, you know. But in general, it only works with certain comps. Okay, please.
Yes, of course.
If you are a Piper, do not run it down.
Do not run it down. If you are a Dynamite, do not run it down.
Just don't.
Yes. Yes, but it seems like we're moving on to our third game of Jam Grab. Shall we take a look at the map?
Yes, and I believe that is Hard Rock Mine. That is a gem grab map. It's fairly open in the center, but distinct lanes on the left and right. A huge bush connecting the mid to the right side. It's going to be allowing some sneaky lane changes as well, maybe. What do you think we see there? I really like Byron 8-bit. I love that combo on this map.
Yeah, Byron and 8-bit is honestly so strong, and being so tanky, as long as 8-bit stays alive, I feel like it will be really hard to take him down. Unless we have Ravs and Rico. This is such a classic map for Ravs and Rico, especially with the sandbag and the bounty castle. You could just heal up right away, and it'll be really annoying to go against them if you are an 8-bit. So I've seen a squeak here before, and seeing a squeak tonight, I think it's possible that they might run it again. If you look at those walls that all that Aaron and I, especially with the new gadget, you can look into the bushes. Squeak might be a plausible pick.
Yeah, I think Squeak definitely could be something that we might see. Extra Toxic Boys did run a Squeak just now, and a really smart pick, but didn't really work out for them at the end there. But I really like the idea. A lot of interesting things. Don't know about. I really like that Jesse pick, and I really like that Squeak pick. They're not afraid to try new things. I mean, this is a community tournament. It's not the monthly finals, so you can try whatever you want, see if it works. Sometimes it does, and you can pull it off, and it really turns out to be an eye opener. But yeah, I really love Rico on this map. I've seen some insane Ricos. in, I forget who it is, but in 2.5 Men, I think it's either Dakum or iDark Joker, one of them. Well, they are players from an EU team called FA Baguette, and one of them played Rico insanely on this map during the Kezo Cup. It was actually insane. Like, nobody could touch him. He didn't die the entire game. He had insane supers. I have seen the potential of Rico on this map, and it's crazy good. And it's never a bad first pick. It's very hard to counter it, especially like you mentioned that Bouncy Castle. Even if you do have an assassin like Mortis, a well-timed Bouncy Castle will give him that survivability, and then, you know, by that time maybe he farmed enough shots to get his super down and actually kill the Mortis at that point. It's really a strong pick. I love Rico on this map. I really hope to see it. Anybody who's gonna be playing Rico, I'm gonna be cheering your team on.
Indeed, and likewise, I think Rico is just fun to play here. There are so many walls that you can use to your advantage. And yeah, when you talked about having an assassin as an opponent and using your bounty castle to give you that higher chance of survival, this makes like the skill cap of Rico even higher. This makes him even more complex to play, and it's fun. We love a good time here. So, as what Aaron said, it is not monthly finals. You can try out different brawlers. Dynamite can be chosen. Don't tell anyone that I said that. But yeah, we'll be diving into the games real soon.
Yep, I really am curious. They're probably drafting their picks right now. I just can't wait for that new ban change to come in. Imagine 6 different bans. I feel like Rico will have to say bye to Rico on this map, because if someone is one person bans Eve, the next person bans Fang, and then the next guy will be like, let's ban Rico, and then just have to say goodbye. I don't think we'll be seeing him a lot more. A lot of the strong brawlers in a lot of these maps will have to go.
That is true.
It's gonna be it's gonna mean a completely different meta, because a lot of those like go-to brawlers are not gonna be as go-to, and we'll see like, I don't know, maybe tanks. Maybe we'll see like
Frank.
Frank. Maybe we'll see Frank. Definitely not a first pick or a second pick. It's usually always the last pick, because there's just so many things we can counter Frank.
Yes, bring back the Primo meme. The 9 gems Primo. Bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
Yeah, what you said is true. Imagine if they ban 8-bit, they ban Ruffs, Brock, Rico, Mortis, and everyone who's good on this map. We'll just be going back to the old Brawl Stars again, where you've seen like the typical, Piper with the ambush, and what else was there? At one point, Throwers was like popular. Like, I remember the Dynamite was actually not bad.
Yeah,
it was not bad. Yeah,
he was really good in Siege.
Yeah, and there's a possibility for AMS as well, with the gadget that allows you to shoot through walls. I think if you don't have Rico and all that, AMS could be good for area denial, and bringing back Sandy as such a classic brawler with maps with bushes.
Sandy's even good right now.
Yeah, Sandy is good right now.
Like, if it was a first pick, okay, a first pick is a bit sus, but I won't be surprised to see him as a second or third pick on this map. It's a very, very strong brawler. Indeed. Can't wait to see what the new update brings. Anyways, please ready up. We have been waiting. Anyways, maybe we can talk about our next match up after this intense game between extra toxic boys and salty Doritos. I'll be so surprised actually if salty Doritos win. They'll be actually taking down one of the grand finalists. I'll be super proud of them. Yeah, if you guys take them down, you have my respect. Any of you guys can just send me a friend link. I'll add you in game. Yes.
Yeah, it is an honor, guys, to add Aaron Brawl. So please do not waste your opportunity.
I made it an honor because I'm very selective with who I add. Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, we just wanna refresh you guys. How about I run through our current matchup of extra toxic boys and salty Doritos, and you can tell us about Easy Money, which is our next contenders to spectate. So Team Salty Doritos, we have Ari, Dark Beast, and Hidaki. They are our so-called underdogs for today, because playing against extra toxic boys, we have Captain Finn, also known as Shafin, Crescent, D-Skills, and their sub, Trashant. All of them are very strong players, Trashant being a monthly finalist, D-Skills being the cream of the crop, won the Sky Esports India Championship 2020, and Shafin having 51,000 trophies, top of the ladder leaderboard, and achieved a Power League Solo Masters rank. So, Extra Toxic Boys sounding really stacked, but it seems like Salty Doritos managed to come back and come a long, long way against their strong contenders. So that's why I'm very proud of them for getting right here. And hopefully they will draft up real quick.
Yeah, not to forget, they were second place in the previous WigglyCup tournament, so they are very experienced, and they did bring it pretty close. I think it was the last set where they finally fell, but it was intense games. Some intense games against Toxic Spinners. Anyways, our next matchup does involve Toxic Spinners, who are your previous champions, and they are going against a demon of a team that is Easy Money, also known as, drumroll please, Jellyqueen. Also known as Upper Moon in
sheesh to you.
In the Brawl Stars Championship for Cesar. They have been taking Flash to the final. Okay, not Flash. I mean, previously known as Flash, Free Win Agents, who has been consistently qualifying for Worlds the past couple of years. They've been taking them to the Grand Finals every single month. So, and that is none other than Oka, the captain of the team, accompanied by Tang Hong and CZK. These three are the stronghold of Upper Moon, and they have been proving time and time again that they are not players to be messed around with. They even won Friday night game just yesterday, and joining them is my teammate Jaden X9J. He's a player for Byro from this year and last year, and Byro is currently third in the Brawl Stars leaderboards as well. So
yeah, go support Aaron, guys. He may be a caster, but he's also a really, really talented player. So go support Aaron's team. Let's go, Byro.
Yes, and just in case you guys don't know about the players in particular, in Easy Money, Oka had some very amazing Power League achievements. He achieved Masters, which is the highest rank in both solo and Team Power League. And he's an
not
exciting
just one, but two
player. Only player with 2 so far in this entire tournament. Tang Hong was a 2019 World Finalist. He played in Korea with Kubli Ace and a Shield on his team representing Space Station Gaming. And he even played with PSG Esports, which ended up being the world champions for last year in 2021. Last year in 2020. And CZK is the first person in the world ever to hit 58,000 trophies. That is huge. Like, you really need to grind a lot and be good at the game to be the first ever to hit any milestone in trophies, to be honest. So he used to be Team
Mans hasn't touched grass for a year. That's all we can say.
Yes, and he also was in Team Flash last year, who did qualify for Worlds. And it was a world finalist. He flew over to Katowice, I believe, in Poland, and represented. Oh no, it's Romania. It was. Anyways, we are
finally in game after 20,000 years. So, alright, we are looking at a very interesting Rosa comp and Pam comp.
Wow.
Quite funny to see the Dark Beast just punching his way through over there. He manages to stay alive somehow, but okay, never mind. And we have a Rico as we both predicted, and a Gale as well. Not forgetting
Rico.
how strong Gale is. Gale has been one of the new bands, in a lot of competitive plays because of how strong his kit is. But yeah, I'm liking that Rosa pick.
Yeah, Rosa, wow. Finding a kill. And the whole team actually gets a wipe right there. 8 gems on Salty Doritos, on Pam's head.
9, that's really quick.
Yep, and just one final gem and they'll have countdown. He's not gonna go for it right now. He's gonna take the gem which spawns on his side. Crescent is staying alive, and they have Oh wait, somebody fell. Oh, Rosa fell. He was carrying a gem.
Yeah, Dark
they
Beast
need-
had one.
Yep. So
That's why Extra Toxic has 2 to 3 now. Yep. Just one more though, and 3-9 curse as what we say in Valorant. Maybe it is possible in Brawl Stars.
oh my goodness, you just actually brought 3 Nikers over the Brawl Stars. Oh, kill me now. Anyways, Dark Beast tagged up a bit in the bush, but he is going to be posing to be a lot of pressure. Wow, wait, Crescent got a huge kill on Hidaki, got his super again and pushes Dark Beast away. Oh
What
my goodness.
a turnaround!
Play of the game, actually, right there. Crescent, wow, huge kill over there. It's gonna actually turn the tables in favor of Extra Toxic Boys. 3 seconds
Hidaki
left.
took a walk of fame, a walk of shame. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, what was happening there? I think Gale's a really smart pick on this map. It counters Pam, counters Rosa. The only person who can actually handle him properly, in a sense, is Rico. And even then, it's not easy to like run across the map when Extra Toxic Boys have the whole mid control. So that was a definite weakness in the side of Rico's. But I'm rooting for you guys since you have the Rico pick. Davu, I'm waiting for you to pop off. Hidaki right now does take a bit of damage, completely misses his gadget. Unfortunate. Crescent walking straight into Dark Beast's face, knowing he hard counters him. And Crescent with another super confirming the kill on Hidaki. Finn pops his his super onto the Rico, posing some control. And Trishant broke all of his walls, and Davu is going to struggle a lot more. I believe he switches lanes to fight Crescent, otherwise Dark Beast is going to have a heck of a hard time over there on the right against Gale.
indeed. And more grass is being broken here. Dark Beast having a little bit of a struggle. I like how the route is going against Rico. It's much more of an even matchup, but Extra Toxic Boys securing 9 gems. They just need one more and they'll walk away, being our first semi-finalist. And Salty Doritos with none. We need a team wipe. We need the gem carrier to go down. Shafid staying strong all the way at the base, but Hidaki trying his very best to push up, but he just had a sliver of health, and it's looking like a GG's.com.
Well done, Extra Toxic Boys. You have proven yourselves again to move on to the semifinals. Or is it quarterfinals? I don't know. But I think it's semifinals. But congratulations, Salty Doritos. I applaud you guys for your effort. You have the perseverance and the determination of a goat. Like a goat as in a goat player, not a goat animal. But yes, that was insane. The way you guys persevere through Brawl Ball, taking it down to Gem Grab. I think it was a bit of an out comp right there. Gale I think it might have been a pick you overlooked. It was a very strong pick. I mean, Crescent played that absolutely well as well. First game you guys had it, unfortunate really. I was hoping for a bit more from that Rico, but you know, all good. Congratulations, Extra Toxic Boys. And hopefully we'll see you next month to Salty Doritos. You guys played really well. Being able to take one of the finalists from last month so far is a big feat. So see you next month. Hopefully you get a slightly better bracket, and we'll see you maybe go on to semifinals next time around.
Yes, indeed. I really admire their perseverance, but I think that pick by Crescent really took the cake and secured them. I could kind of feel the defeat, the kind of sadness and the oh shit in the air, you know.
They have Gale, no.
Yeah, it's like, dude, how you lose the gems? But it's okay. Please do not blame your teammates. I'm sure that there was a lot of pressure on him holding on to those gems as well. Support each other. It's still a team game, and you know you can't do it without your other counterpart. So yeah. Well, I believe we were talking about our next contenders to spectate, and you know, easy money as what Aaron mentioned. We're having Olga, Tengu, CZK, and Jay as the fourth, who is also our admin. So hello, Jaden. Very stacked roster. They will be going against Toxic Spinners, which were our finalists last WigglyCup. Are we right? I think it was Extra Toxic Boys versus Toxic Spinners, but eventually Extra Toxic Boys won, right? Is it?
No, Toxic Spinners won.
Toxic Spinners won.
Cup. Yep. They took knockout. I think it was I forget the name of the map right now, but
Goldam Gulch.
Yeah. Golem Gulch. Anyways, they are in game, I believe. So our next match is going to be one heck of a close match, I believe. The previous champions versus one of the finalists, consistent finalists for the monthly finalists. Let's go straight into the game. Oh, they started drafting already. So the first map, let's take a look at the maps for our round of quarterfinals, round of 4. Hot.
Yes.
This is Heist Hot Potato. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so a different set of maps this time. Now we're starting off with Heist instead of Hot Zone. Hot Potato, a very classic competitive map. We see a lot of long-range duels. I think this map can be really intense. I've seen a lot of very neck-to-neck plays here. And not forgetting Double Swoosh and Dry Season. Double Swoosh being yet a very classic and old map, and I'm very glad that Brawl Stars brought it back. It used to be the map for assassins, as a lot of people call it, because we have like Tara last time, we have Sandy. There's just so many sneaky plays that you can make on Double Swoosh. And what are your picks for Hot Potato?
Well, honestly, for Hot Potato, I really love Ems or Lola in the mid lane. I think it's super strong. It gives you a lot of control. Lola has a lot of damage. Ems has a lot of potential for like game making plays. With the super as well, you can kind of slow your lane on the other lane, as well as someone else maybe hiding in the mid. Gives you a lot of control when you have that super and you can catch people in it. And Lola is just overall a really strong mid. For sides, generally we have the usual, Ruffs, Barley maybe. Sometimes tanks. Yeah, there we see the tanks, double tanks coming in from the side of Toxic Spinners, Daryl and Buzz. And Ems maybe denying the pick from the side of Easy Money as well. But Orca does bring the Gale in, taking out Awfully. And he's going to be able to counter Buzz as well. And Tengong might be the weak one on this map because of his pick. Barley is going to be struggling against the double tanks. Does have an advantage against Zhonglin though, and Zhonglin getting some nice mid control. It's going to be difficult, but I think Toxic Spinners knows what they're going to be doing here. They're going to be going in one by one, getting some damage slowly but surely. And there we go. Orca actually using 2 supers to just completely defend Awfully over there on the left side. But it looks like pretty even right now.
Indeed. And I'm just looking at this game very, very intensely because, being such strong contestants here, I'm really interested in their picks, or Team Easy Money's picks, and they're just making it look so easy at this point. Team Toxic Spinners, who are our winners of the previous WigglyCup, they are looking kind of troubled right now. They can barely make it past the middle point of the map, despite the Buzz pushes, the Daryl rolls. It's looking really, really difficult. And you said Tinghun might be the weaker one because of his pick. I do agree, but he miraculously manages to defend himself against Buzz and Daryl with the help of CZK and Orca. So very good strategy here. Toxic Spinners looking really toxic right now with all these pins. It's just looking like a matter of defense and playing time at this point. Toxic Spinners kind of struggling to just push up, spawning and dying one by one.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I think Orca's pick on the Gale was huge. That double stun in the mid, oh my goodness, that basically sealed the game. Look at that walk, he already knows it's over. Thumbs down and spinning on the left side. I think they're going to be playing for the next set, honestly. Tenghong actually playing that really smartly. He knew how to position himself well and never really overcommitted. Didn't put himself in the place of danger against both Buzz and Daryl. And also having that slow gadget just means you can go around the wall and get a bunch of shots to charge up his super. Now Orca coming back with his super. Finally, there's some signs of life, a bit of percentage on the safe of Easy Money. They really need Zhonglin to take out Orca here if they want any chance of getting damage on the safe.
Yes, sir. Orca has just been playing defense time and time again. Look at that confidence, walking up to the Buzz and popping that whirlwind gadget. He's just so great on defense. That Gale pick is really, really a game changer there. It's gonna be so hard for Awfully and Buzz, a walk on the Buzz to even make it past the midpoint.
Oh, but
Signs
this
of
might be an
life, you do
opportunity.
say. Yes, 53% to 78.
Ooh, Walk getting a huge sneak up on Caesar K over there. I think he kind of didn't know. He thought Orca had it on the defense, but managed to sneak around to the side. He knows that Orca does not have his pull right there. Oh, a bit of a misclick right there. Walk actually hitting the wall. And Orca does have his super once again. But Walk does... Oh, his Zunglin is trying to heavily commit to killing Orca right there. But Walk knows that he doesn't really have much of punts. You know, looking at the amount of damage that Tenghong and CZK collectively got on the save. Man, I wasn't even looking at that. I was like so focused and hoping for Toxic Spinners to get some damage. It was just all the damage was coming in on the side of Tenghong and CZK. Wow, the game was over. We didn't even know it.
Yeah, they made it look easy, Aaron, and these players are really strong contenders. So honestly, if they don't win and if they don't do such a clean sweep, I will be disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really hope for Toxic Spinners to bring something right here. I believe yesterday in the Friday night gaming, well, Toxic Spinners did take sorry, what's their name was like
Easy Money?
No, Toxic Spinners took Response Team. I forgot they took some really meme name team, but basically it was Response, Shun, and Jay were all on the same team, and they went against Toxic Spinners, and they actually beat them. But it was very close.
Okay.
It was really close. They almost won that set against them, but unfortunately they did fall to Response, and Response ended up fighting Orca's team, which is Easy Money right now, and Easy Money did win. So going by that logic, it looks like Easy Money is a lot stronger than Toxic Spinners. But Toxic Spinners were our champions the previous time around. But previous time around, we did not have Easy Money here, and that's going to switch things up a lot, and it might end up with an early and Spinners.
Agreed, Aaron. I think, you know, these two teams are really strong, and I like how you keep me in check to root for those underdogs. You know, they might be underdogs, but they're still really strong. You know, I don't think that I've told you guys about Toxic Spinners yet.
This matchup, honestly, Jellyqueen, I feel like this is like a grand finals. This is like that caliber, right? That these like, I feel okay. That game just now, the Toxic Spinners got outdrafted like by a lot. Orca is a mastermind drafter. That guy, he has all the tank counters at the back of his head, and like he knows. Oh, you guys forgot Gale. I'm just gonna, you know. And then, yeah, my goodness. But this matchup is definitely a grand finals matchup. I feel if the draft is even, we're gonna see a lot closer games, hopefully. Anyways, moving on to double swoosh. What's going on, Jellyqueen?
Alright, so on the side of Toxic Spinners, we are running a very classic Spike, Byron, and Ems, and on the side of Easy Money, I like how they brought back Jean. Look, it seems like they're going for perhaps a double healer where, you know, the Jean can rub off with the Pam and vice versa. And we do have a Fang, but in order for Fang to get his super, he has to close the distance. He does manage to take down Zhenglin, goes down in the process. It's a trade. CZK misses his pull onto Awfully, and currently Toxic Spinners are up 7 gems. I'm not sure if that Fang pick but was really working out there. He does manage to take down Zhenglin though, but it's such a long range map, and Toxic Spinners does have the advantage in terms of range.
Yeah, honestly, right now, Orca is just suiciding to get the trade on Spike every single time. Not sure if that's the best play, but if you think about it, you know, he does have the best matchup against Byron, and he does go for it, gets the kill, gets the gems in his pocket, and suddenly the gems are all tied up, 5 to 6, almost tied out exactly. CZK does have his pull online once again, might be looking for a play. Zhenglin is hassle on the left side, actually takes down Orca. Zhenglin continuing to, you know, poke damage, but now Tenghong fell, and that gave a lot of space over the Toxic Spinners. Countdown has begun. It's going to be looking very difficult. I feel like Orca and maybe CZK a miraculous pull, or Tenghong throwing his turret in their face, but it looks like neither is going to happen unless CZK can land a miraculous pull on Awfully.
Oh, that heal.
Nope. Awfully not going down today. He gets pulled. It doesn't matter. He has a super. He has his gadget. He's going to pop that hype away. Heal all of that health back up. He is not falling. This round goes in favor of Toxic Spinners. My goodness.
Indeed, indeed. It looks like Easy Money was a little complacent there. They did manage to tie up the gems, but eventually lost the right and left lanes overall, leaving CZK in a very squishy position. But anyways, looking over at the left lane, Orca manages to take down Spike, and this leaves him with a lot of left bush control. But being a Spike, I think it would be relatively easy to get it back, especially since Seunglin is using that curveball gadget. So Pinhole on the right lane, tell us about it.
Pinhole is doing really well on the right lane. Oh no, just as I say that, he pops his gadget without an opportunity. A missed one, but he's being very patient. I really like the way thing this does go for a well-timed one. I would say it's well-timed, but it's just that they kind of saw that coming, so that was just unfortunate. CZK now helping just a bit to scout him out. He does have his pull here, so he's kind of waiting for Awfully to, try and grab those gems. He's gonna just grab whoever tries to take it. I think Seunglin actually has to be the one to go there, pop his gadget, and take all the gems. But Orca, a bit of a blind super there, and they're gonna get punished heavily. Doesn't
very worth
anyone.
it, yeah.
It was a terrible super. I feel like that's the worst play we've seen for Orca from Orca in a while. I'm not gonna give him any chance this time around, but that was really bad. I expected a lot more from him, but Walk is going to instantly capitalize with his team on that. Oh, CZK with the pull on Seunglin, but he's... Oh my goodness! He actually almost got the reverse trade. And almost killed him in return, but 8 to 6 gems, it is looking pretty even right now. All gonna help kill Orca right there. No super fed in Orca's hands, but Awfully does fall, and a few gems go... oh, no, they took it back. And the countdown has begun for Toxic Spinners. Looks like this map, if they play it right, it's going to be really hard to come back.
Indeed. CZK does have his super. Manages to get the pull onto Walk, and the gems are all scattered all over the floor. Pinhole having a gem buffet runs for his life. It seems like Easy Money has it in the bag. What a turnaround. Toxic Spinners was playing that. Super, yeah, that is such a huge super. Pinhole does almost go down there.
Oh wow, that was a lot closer. Wow. I mean, Toxic Spinners were not ready to lose that. That was huge super from Awfully again. I think he got all 3 there. He got a kill. Almost managed to push up, but Pinhole is just so thick as a Pam with that healing turret as well. Oh my goodness, you can't kill the guy. But wow, that was such an interesting interaction. A huge pull from CZK over there on Walk. Actually the game changer right there. I believe that Seunglin almost managed to land the super. If he did land the super and killed Pinhole, then that would have left it all even. It would have been game at that point. But wow, everyone is all over the place.
Yeah, everyone is all over the place. It looks like the Pam has moved to the left lane and Spike has moved to the right, and everyone has been changing their positions accordingly. It seems like there's a bit of a shift up. I mean, it's a 1-to-1, so whoever that wins this wins the very first set of gem grab. Orca takes down Walk in one hit. I think his best matchup is truly against the Byron. CZK does have his super though, and seeing in the previous game, he managed to get a very, very nice pull onto Awfully. Will he be able to do that again? Toxic Spinners have been playing really well and been very aware of CZK's super though, but I feel Orca on the left lane might now be a menace against Walk.
Yeah, Walk is going to be struggling a lot on the left side. He really has to kind of wait for Orca to push up and get some lucky shots. Otherwise, he's going to be really struggling to get anything. But by right, on default, Byron does play on the right hand side. So in the perspective of Toxic Spinners, Walk is supposed to be playing on that side. But it's going to be a bit difficult to go against Fang there, because you don't really want to give him his super. And it is kind of like the worst matchup for a Byron to be against a Fang. But Orca has a super now. I don't think they know. Could be looking for a player. CZK is waiting for Awfully to grab those gems. I think Seunglin really needs to give a lot of pressure onto CZK. Oh, but it's popping the super now. Gets a kill on Orca, and CZK just walks up, gets another 2 gems, and he's already got a countdown. Wow. It's going to be looking very difficult to take the side. Wow, a huge pull and walkthrough as well, putting it into a 2 versus 2 situation. CZK is fearless. He walks into Seunglin, gets another nice 2 hits. Wow. That was a close one initially. But
initially was the keyword.
initially, but they took it around. They were like, nah, you guys, we were just giving you chance. We were just like giving you signs of hope. At least you guys managed to win one game from us throughout the whole set. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like really for reals. They played so well. I think at the start, you know, Team Easy Money, they were a bit complacent. They were like, yeah, easy money, you know, let's just like get this over with.
Let me land that insane god pull. He just I don't even pull. But that was
and of course, I just let me dash forward onto a spike, like nah, no biggie. Yeah. But I think after a while, they started to pick up their pace and they managed to get back on track. I think for the other team, Toxic Spinners, it was really hard to retake that scenario once the countdown began. They have a spike, they have an AMs, there's not much they can really do there to really secure that one pull like a Gene. And having that Gene there created so much respect and awareness for on the M's in the middle lane. I think the Byron was trying his very best to help pinch the Fang and Gene in the middle at the start, but there wasn't much the M's could even do to help since of the presence of the Gene super. I think perhaps it was an outdraft, perhaps it was a strategy problem. I think they've just played it really well, so props to you, Easy Money.
Yep, I think on the draft side of things, I do think that it was fairly even, but it was favoring Easy Money slightly because of the Gene pick. Gene is super strong, and when you don't have a lot of things which can kind of tank a Gene pull, it makes it really difficult. And they're Gene and Fang and Pam as well, which are three very, very solid picks on this map. I feel like on the side of Toxic Spinners, they did have Byron, which is very strong, and Ems and Spike, they are like not as strong as the other two brawlers on the side of Easy Money. So I think it's like a 60-40 kind of draft. But I think Gene is just so huge on this map with the pull. You know what? Do you remember that game? Toxic Spinners literally had it, and that Gene pull made all the difference. He managed to pull Byron, get the gems. Pinhole managed to survive, and they took that round. So Gene's actually such a huge impact brawler on this map. And I feel like they played well. I mean, kudos to Toxic Spinners. You guys did take home the win the previous cup round, the previous time round. And you guys, I mean, it's just unfortunate that you had to face one of the strongest teams in the Cesar region, Upper Moon, essentially known in the official monthly finals. Unlucky. GG. Go next. See you next month. Maybe you get better brackets and maybe you can prove yourselves next time around.
Indeed. I mean, on the other hand of things, if you think that you're the best, sometimes getting beaten down a little bit helps you train your resistance, keep that strength up, because if you're constantly being a winner, it's not fun anyways, right? So Toxic Spinners, we hope that you guys will get the next one. It's just one fail, but you know, one fail will let you guys become stronger and train more as a team. I think there could have definitely been better picks and better coordination overall. So you can learn from this. Watch our replay of the stream and yeah.
Analyze the games and find out what you could have drafted better, what you could have played, the different plays you could have made. You know, the standard things that most competitive teams do. I do have to disagree with you, Jess. You said winning all the time gets boring. I don't think so. I think winning all the time never gets boring. It's always fun to win. But I think it is a good change in pace, you know, to kind of go back to the drawing board and just find out what didn't really work out. And you know, it kind of keeps you thinking, and you won't be you have to humble yourselves and kind of know, you know, there are really good teams. When a competitive team does come into play, it makes the environment a lot different into these like community tournaments. I mean, it's always nice to see some competitive teams. When you do face a better team, your team inevitably will improve and get better as you learn some of the strats, some of the plays, some of the movements from the enemy team. So hope to see you next month. Thank you for playing in this time around. Do watch and see how far Easy Money go. I'm sure you'll be rooting for generally when I lose to a team,
Bless
I'm
you,
just
Aaron.
like, I hope you guys lose in the next round. That's just me, you know. I just don't want them to go far. Or
Definitely.
if they do go far, then I'll be like, yeah, we lost to the team that ended up like, oh, that's unlucky. So either way, you know, I kind of have my own copium.
Anyways, okay. Speaking of, you know, the tournament, we're moving on to our next matchup. And it seems like we will be watching Easy Money again go against Team Spooky. They are currently in the drafting phase right now, but just a refresher of the maps. We have Sneaky Fields, we have Bridge Too Far, and Bell's Rock. So very different from our quarterfinals. We're starting off with Brawl Ball, very, very intense game mode. Possible for a turnaround in a matter of seconds, so we love to see it. And Sneaky Fields, I think Gale is just gonna be picked everywhere at this point. And you know, we haven't been talking much about Lola. Perhaps Lola isn't the best pick here, but in our last WigglyCup, Lola was actually picked only one time, being such a strong brawler. So I'm hoping to see her more this time.
Yep, Lola definitely something to look out for. Gale as well, like you mentioned, it's super duper strong on this map. Completely denies a lot of tanks. Some people who love to run tanks on this map, the moment they know that a Gale is in play or the enemy team has a Gale, they just completely drop the idea because Gale is just super strong. So many walls, and the gadget as well, the tornado is really strong as well on defense. It is a power pick on this map, honestly, and yeah, well, I think some teams even opt to ban that. Because of how strong it is. I really like Sneaky Fields. It's one of my favorite maps. A lot of sneaky plays you can make with the bushes. And we are into the first game. It's Easy Money versus Spooky.
Into the first game. So let's go. Okay, we are looking at a very classic Ems Spike comp. And Gale, of course, not forgetting that. But we do have iBank Jesse on the Rosa. He manages to pop his super though. Fat Orca catches the ball. Ooh, a double stun by him, and everyone's left a little shocked. But Aries manages to get the cleanup, and yeah, it looks like the first goal goes into favor of Team Spooky.
Yep, really nice. Wow, look at that coordination. The slow from Jesse as well as the super coming in from Ares, actually taking them down so easily. It looks like the tables have turned, and they're like, oh, you guys think you this is easy money for you, this is easy money for us, and they take them out 2-0 in the first game of Brawl Ball. Wow, that is quite surprising, Jellyqueen.
That is pretty surprising. Like, okay, come on. I wasn't really expecting that. I don't think all of us were either. So, very strong contenders. They're actually a new face in our tournament. Team Spooky, very first time entering our tourney, and they've already made it to semifinals. So, looks like they are a very strong force to be reckoned with. But Fat Orca does get the ball, passes it up to CZK, and it's looking like a goal. Come on, that little wall bounce. That was intentional.
Oh, we know it's always intentional. CZK with a bit of the BM over there. I feel like Easy Money, aka Upper Moon, does kind of like, they've kind of figured it out, you know, how to get capitalized and how to play to their matchups right now. 3 of them alive, gets the stun on and the kill on Jimmy. That's huge. Orca is gonna pop his super down as well. He's gonna try and pass the ball, but Spooky Ares saw that coming in. Gets a nice stun, gets a kill as well. Is he gonna go for Tanglong as well? No, he knows better than to do that. He's left at a low HP. And now the whole bush control has turned in favor of Spooky, and it's gonna be looking like Easy Money's gonna have to pull off a good defense right here.
Indeed, indeed. And comparing their comps, Team Spooky has more of an aggressive composition with Rosa, Fang. I mean, CZK goes down so easily just like that. And Team Up Moon or Easy Money has a very controlled comp. So they have to make something work here. Defense might not be their strong suit. It's looking very dire. 1-1.
I think
Spooky's looking really strong.
Yeah, he actually used his super there. I don't know whether that was intentional or not, but it's going to be difficult for him to charge that back up, especially when he's going against a lot of these brawlers. CZK in a huge position, pops his super, but Jimmy does a stun, but it's not enough. I bang Jesse. Oh, Tanglong actually going for the trick shot there. Gotta be having a little fun. I bang Jesse pops a super at like 1 HP. Hurts to see these plays sometimes. Easy Money just having some fun right now. I think that they already know that they kind of won. Even if they can't close this off in the next 15 seconds, over time it's going to be heavily them. So either way, this time Brawl Ball goes in favor of Easy Money, if I had to make a guess.
Indeed. I like this matchup. I like how everything is played. Look at Spooky Aries going down, and I mean, not going down. He manages to take out nearly the entire team with just 2 supers. Jimmy looking for a goal. Very nice opportunity. Spooky looking very strong.
I am sorry, I was proven wrong. I was like,
me and Aaron have our hands in the air.
Easy Money got this, and then like next moment Spooky Hour is like, you guys are speaking too soon. You underestimate Fang, the most broken brawler in the game, and he played it to perfection right there. Gets the chain off, gets the kill, and then gets another. The M's at 1 HP, gives Gale free position with his super. Wow, that was super well played. On the side of
super well played.
Yeah, they actually just take Brawl Ball right now. Thanks to that goal and that. I would almost say it's a throw because Teng Long tried to do a trick shot. They thought they won it, and already, you know, and wow, they're like, you guys can't disrespect us, you know. Spooky is like, no.
Yes,
And they
don't get cocky, guys. That it's the lesson to be learned here.
And it's suddenly looking a bit scary for Easy Money. They're technically on set point, because this is still a best of 3, I believe. Yeah. So
half the battle is won technically.
Yeah, almost half the battle is won. So
Yeah.
Easy Money is gonna definitely, kid you not, they're gonna turn on try hard mode and they are going to try their best to win this, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, and just some insider information about Team Spooky. So we have Captain Jimmy, player Spooky Aries, iBank Jesse, and Emeritus, which is their 4th player, which we have not seen tonight. When we talk about Easy Money, you know, we can say so many things. Orca with the Masters in both Power Leagues, Teng Hong playing for PSG, CZK making it to the World Finals, they're all very strong. But just some insider information, if I'm not wrong, because I left the game for quite some time, Jimmy is an old friend of mine. He was actually with me when we were in Team Liquid, and one of the OG members who started Valentine, which is my in-game club. We used to be very close friends, and he used to do all the graphics for all of my club tournaments. So kind of nice to see him back, if that is the right Jimmy, because I kind of lost all of my orientation being away from the game. But yeah, Spooky was so strong, and I don't think any of us was expecting that. I really like how they went for an aggressive comp. I think that really works out in Brawl Ball. Of course, you can't have that in Hot Zone where it's like very controlled. Highs where you also need that positioning advantage. Jam Grab where you need that patience. But yeah, perhaps maybe having a control comp, which is so meta right now, might not really be the best idea, especially in Brawl Ball. You can really leverage on that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I really like the way they played that. The aggression, it was really controlled. And yeah, they managed to take it, and that is huge. And congratulations. I mean, it's a big thing to take a set off Easy Money like that.
It is a big thing.
That is a big thing. Congrats. Wish you all the best going to the next game. Hope you can take them down and get them out of the tournament. I'm sure Walk's team is looking forward to that. So let's take a look at our next map, Jellyqueen. What is it gonna be? It is, drumroll, Bridge Too Far.
Bridge Too Far. Definitely an Eve without a doubt. Eve will be so strong here. You can do so many lane switch ups. You can play mid and then help left and then help right. You can jump over. There's a lot of things going on. But we're into game, and actually, is there any? There is none. We're seeing a Max instead. I think Max can actually be a very strong brawler, especially in highs when you get your super. Especially like now, we see Aries pushing up on CZK. All the long range brawlers have come out to play.
Yeah, Bridge Too Far, one of those longer range maps. I really like Piper on this map. Kinda one of the power picks, you could say. Oka now having taken out Byron, Gets some free shots on the save there. CZK with his ego over there, it's going to allow him to get a lot of damage if he gets a good opportunity to do so. Tang Hong also won his lane against Jimmy. Not looking too good for Spooky right now as the damage starts to rain in. CZK, oh, nice dodging over there. Doesn't fall to Jimmy just yet. Oh, he does. I spoke too soon. Well played, Jimmy. Orca trying to hold the fort in time for CZK to respawn, sorry.
Indeed, indeed. Olga popping some very nice shots there, but Jimmy at 29 health points. Ivan Jesse at 200 health points. It's looking very, very difficult, and you know, is bridge too far, not bridge too short. It's gonna be all about the aim duels, all about that skill, you know. Yes, utility is important, but we're talking about pure aim right now. Aries actually misses his Meg Super and goes down eventually to CZK. Orca as well, winning his counterpart. Tinghun just getting the trades, being an annoying menace to Jimmy. They're playing it very calm, controlled, and to perfection.
Yeah, this game is almost looking flawless on the side of Easy Money as we come down to the final 30 seconds of the game. 18% is all that's left. Orca getting some nice 7%, 2%, 1%. Wow, connection coming in there. I think I kind of forgot about the damage that Piper can do on that save. And there's a very clean first game going in favor of Easy Money.
Yes, sir. And you know, let's not discount that Pam pick. Pam's bullets are so hard to dodge, so having her there, you will be able to build your super up eventually. But it seems as though she's going up the bell once again. Ibank Jesse going down. Fat Orca did he even pop a homemade recipe? I don't think he even had to. Breaks those mid walls. I think breaking the mid walls is so great because you could help two of your lanes, and yeah, it's looking like an outdraft. Not sure if the Meg pick really worked out. It seems like they are trying to switch it over, but it's still a long range versus a long range. I highly doubt anything will happen.
Yeah, Tang Hong actually got a nice kill over there on Ares over there, pop it with his super as well. But now Ares popped his own super, trying to get the better of Tang Hong, but Tang Hong responds with a gadget, gets the kill, has the turret down, and he's going to look to hold that control as long as I can remember. He's been on the left side forever over there. And Orca manages to survive. Team wipe over there, and a lot of damage on 2% is all that's left. And Orca is now going to look for a kill to try and finish this game off ASAP.
Indeed. And I think that's the first time we ever saw Ibank Jesse use his Byron gadget. I don't even know what gadget he was using because I didn't see any usage of it. I think, nice try, but not nice enough. They were looking pretty strong in Brawl Ball, but aggression can't be played anywhere else. You need to play the game. If you can't beat them, you need to join them. And yeah, it was kind of a meh matchup.
I think it's Sneaky Fields gave the right environment. It allows for it rewards aggressiveness, but on a map like Bridge Too Far, where it's like a lot of range duels, a lot of control, not really much space for aggression. I think that's where Easy Money really shined, and they really played that to their strengths and didn't look good at all on the side of Spooky right there. I really like the way that Easy Money played it. They were just super controlled, very, very solid picks all around. Yeah, that Meg pick is a bit sus to me. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really want to like backseat gaming right now, but
Backseat gaming.
Try again next time. That was definitely an outdraft. I like to commend Jimmy as well, though. However, for some really nice shots. I think he really like won a lot of matchups against CZK that he wasn't supposed to. And I like that lane switch on the Pam. So what happened yesterday is Friday Night Gaming. We actually saw this exact same map, and I saw Bell. I think it was CZK playing the Pam yesterday. Or it was CZK playing the Bell. I forget, but they played a Bell versus a Pam, and he absolutely locked down the lanes. Oh, it was response on the Bell. Okay, and I think he was against CZK, and he absolutely locked that lane down so well. Basically, gave the same amount of control that Tang Hong was giving on the left side, but this time just holding back a Pam like so well. Like there were like gadgets lined up for like if he ever tried to push up, there are gadgets you have to go through in order to like try to get past me. And I think that's just like such a immaculate way to play Bell, honestly. If you're curious, Jimmy, go ahead and check the VOD from Friday Night Gaming. That's like really well, really flawless Bell gameplay by response there. But I mean, you did well as well. We'll be going into our final map. Let's take a look at it, Jellyqueen.
Alright, final map. I like how in this WigglyCup number 3, we've actually been able to go to set 3 so many times, you know. In the past, we've all been seeing clean sweeps, and it was a little bit of a ball for us to cast. It was just, oh, what is that Dynamite doing? Oh, a very questionable super by blank. But now, you know, we see how, you know, all of you guys have been rising up and taking on the baton as really strong players. So really nice how we are able to get into set 3. And starting off with set 3, we have Bell's Rock, our very first knockout of today. I hate this map. It is so annoying to play against a tick here. I'm just praying to God for there not to be a tick. Aaron, what do you think? Because I remember in our last tournament with Bell's Rock, there were Jeans and there were Surges. So, interesting.
Bell's Rock, Tick, definitely. Probably, you can never go wrong with Tick, honestly. The amount of control it gives with the mines can match up to Sprout. And yeah, I don't know if Tick was banned or maybe they went with the Sprout first pick, but it looks like Easy Money it responded with a Byron Ash. And wow, oh my goodness.
The Rosie going. I've just been seeing Tenguin just rushing forward at them, and that's the power of the Byron and Ash comp. Perhaps some inspiration from our previous players today. I bank Jesse. He's just sad.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, what's going on is Tang Hong is just scouting iBank Jesse. He's gonna let them like slowly charge supers for everyone else, and now it's gonna be a ring around roses. He's just gonna be avoiding Archive, I believe. Yeah, and he's just gonna tank the poison just so he can like farm some shots. Look at that! This is so funny to watch. Basically, what's happening is he just wants to avoid feeding Byron the super. I believe I kind of knew that was happening the moment Tang Hong didn't finish him off. I was like, okay, Tang Hong is trying to give his team a chance.
He's just going wham! Look at him.
Yeah,
the W
like,
key is all he knows, but he does get punished by it from Spooky Aries, who manages to get a good 4-2. A very strange turnaround.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Why do these games feel like throws, honestly?
Sometimes I don't know what they're doing, but sometimes it works out. So, okay.
Okay. Okay. Spooky's still in this. Let's see.
Mark? Yeah.
CZK does have his pull, so that could be a game changer. I think Tang Hong is going to be a bit more controlled. He's not going to aggress like that. Wow, a huge pull from CZK, but Spooky Arrows responds with a super of his own. Gets the kill in return, and now he's trying to look for Tang Hong. A bit stuck there, but oh no, it doesn't manage to find him, and Sprout is left in a 1v2 situation. Unless he can get Orca here. No, the super's online, and Jimmy falls. That's going to be round 1 of knockout to the side of Upper Moon, aka Easy Money. Going into our second set, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think is going to be like? What do you think they need to do different on the side of Spooky?
On the side of Spooky, I feel like they were very cautious towards Tenghun, and how could they not, you know, when the man's just pressing W and running forward. But I like how they're clustering together a little more and trying not to feed CZK too much of his super, because if you think about it, CZK got his super really quickly, and perhaps the Sprout could have done a little more to back him out of there. But Tenghun does go down, leaving CZK and Fed Orca the only ones left. I believe there's still a chance for a turnaround, especially with Spooky Aries. Wow, and just like that, Orca goes down, CZK left in a 1v3. Nothing much he can do there as a Jin. They're trying their best not to feed him his super, and there we go.
Yep, I think that was really well played. On the side of Spooky over there, I think Tanghong is still going a bit on the aggressive side. He's giving Fang a super way quicker than he should be. A bit of a misclick with the wall there. Yeah, the transplant, as I thought he was running that. He is going to cordon off, separate
The heals, yeah, that is very smart.
And that allows Spooky Aries to capitalize. Oh, but a return pull from Caesar K leaves us in a 2v situation. Jimmy's going to pop his transplant. Oh, okay, he did not pop his transplant over there. I think usually a Sprout does do that so he can have his wall once again. But it does look like iBank Jesse
he's
and
getting
Jimmy
isolated. Tries to get himself, but a bit of a wasted super.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, easy money is 1 kill away from taking Spooky down. But iBank Jesse actually gets a kill on Caesar K. But Oka does have a super, and that is going to close this. Oh, no, there's still one more round. Okay, I'm trolling. Okay, Spooky's still in this.
This is what makes or breaks the competition. This round right here, this 1 minute of 30 seconds is the rise to fame and the fall of fame. So, looking at Ding Hun, he's trying his best to take out Spooky Aries because he's the only one that can really make a play for Team Aries here. He does go down eventually. It's going to be a very hard mashup as Sprout gets back to the corner, gets taken out by the spawnables. iBank Jesse pops a gadget there, but it's useless.
That was pretty cute.
It was like a panic poop. He just... It was like, help. Press gadget.
Yes.
Aaron has lost himself, but I guess that's a GG's to Easy Money and Spooky. I'm still really proud of Spooky for managing to get this far. Let's not forget their flawless, beautiful, aggressive brawl ball plays and very strange comebacks in knockout. Not very sure what Team Easy Money was doing sometimes, but they always manage to clean themselves up.
Tanghong was trolling. He's like, I'm gonna run it down, and walks straight up, feeds Fang a super, and then separates himself from Byron and then dies. It's okay, he was just having fun. All good. Easy Money will be our first grand finalists. Am I right? Can we take a look at the brackets, Mr. Production Ben over there? Looking at the brackets.
Go.
Yeah, so they are our first finalist. And look at who is in the other side of the semifinals.
Yeah, extra toxic boys and Geek Fam. Both of their teams are really strong and have made it far in our previous WigglyCup, so that is no surprise. It seems like Doge Gang actually went down this time. I've been seeing them a lot, as well as and Rabbit Hop, who is new to our tourney. Thank you so much for participating, and a big congratulations to getting so far. So, who of the two will be the unlucky ones to go against Easy Money, Aaron? Who do you think?
I think that's really nicely phrased. Unlucky ones to go against Easy Money. Seems like Easy Money already won the way you phrased it, honestly. I feel like...
If they don't throw. Sometimes it's hilarious, but it's low-key bullying, but it's okay. We love the banter here in the Brawl Stars community.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my opinion.
Alright.
And it's gonna be like a two-sided opinion. Okay, so... I mean, I do have the team I'm supporting, and the team I want to go through is Geek Fam, because they have a mastermind apparently behind, basically a coach, anonymous coach who is feeding them the information to victory. But I do think that Extra Toxic Boys is gonna win. that's where I stand right now. I'm rooting for Geek Fam, but I don't think they're gonna win. Yeah, what about you, Jellyqueen?
I mean, I think both of them are really strong, but the toxic people, they've made it to the grand finals before, and if they manage to take out Geek Fam, this will be their second time. This will be their second time making it all the way to the grand final. So it shows their consistency and their strength and coordination as a team. But I am rooting for Geek Fam. I believe Drago is inside. Are we right? So
yep,
let's go, Drago. I would like to see you, Dragon Ball, play in the freaking grand Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z.
Master
Shoot.
Z.
Fireball. Okay.
Anyways, I believe we'll be taking a short 5-minute break before we get into our next semi-final game, and then we'll see you guys for that and the grand finals immediately after that.
Yep, we'll see you guys soon. Alright, welcome back from our short break. And we are diving straight into the second match for semi-finals, which will be starting real quick. So, did you find out who managed to win? What am I saying? Wait, we will be watching the match and then we will find out who will win. Yes.
Yes.
I think I need to put on my thinking cap. Could you lend me yours?
Okay, sure. I'll pass it to you right now.
Okay. Oh wait, it's the wrong side. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, right. Okay. Okay. Here you go. Go.
Sorry, it fell through the virtual teleporter. But
okay.
how are you feeling tonight,
okay,
Aaron?
Thank you. I got it back.
Tell us about how you're feeling.
I am pretty excited for this matchup. I think I told you who I'm rooting for and who I think is gonna win. It is GeekFam and Extra Toxic Boys, respectively. Yes, there is a mastermind behind GeekFam, so maybe they know he or she knows what it takes to take down Extra Toxic Boys. I'll be quite curious to see that. Anyway, our maps, it'll be the same as what we saw just now. Maybe we can do a quick run through of what it is. So first map will be Gold Arm, or will be doubles. Oh, Sneaky Fields, right?
Sneaky Fields.
And then Bridge Too Far, and finally Gold Arm Gulch if it comes to a third set. Maybe we could just take a quick look at those maps, unless the teams are already ready. Yeah, so Sneaky Fields. We saw just now, we saw a Gale, we saw a Fang, and we saw a... What was the final tank? It was an Ash?
Yeah, I think Ash will be counted. I remember... What were they playing? Ash, I know there was... Okay, Rosa and Fang were definitely on the same team.
So Rosa, Fang, and Ems versus a Gale, a Spike, and a...
Ems, I think.
No, Ems was on the side of the two tanks. It was Gale, Spike, and Sandy. Alright.
Ah, yes, Sandy with the golden lantern skin. I remember that. But yes, Aaron, it was nice to see Rosa a few times this tourney. We saw her previously in Gem Grab, and we saw her again in Sneaky Fields. I'm hoping to see more of these OG picks. I think Rosa made a lot of very important plays that round on the side of Team Spooky Gang. Spooky, yeah. So it would be nice to see that happen again and again. I really am tired of seeing Spike again and again as well. So please enlighten me. What do you think some plausible brawler choices would be?
For Sneaky Fields? I think Gale is really strong.
Yeah, Gale is strong everywhere.
A Fang, I'm actually surprised. Like a lot of the tournaments which I've either watched or casted or whatever, Fang has had a surprisingly high win rate. I think it's the plays you can make. Just that super is it's a real menace when you can charge up that super and take a lot of these brawlers by surprise. But yeah, I actually really liked Easy Money's side of the draft, but they lost that game. So I don't know. I really like brawlers like Sandy and what did I say? I said Gale. I really want to see like Atara. You know, maybe Atara with make some like plays with a pull, no double, triple pull, maybe even. But Spike is pretty decent here, so I'm kind of okay with that. Like Spike's fine. Maybe a B in the mid or maybe a Max somewhere might.
Oh yes, Max.
Change things up. Yeah, hopefully.
Max used to be so strong. We saw her everywhere, and then poof, all the new brawlers came, and everyone forgot about her.
Yeah, it is still played sometimes. In certain maps, where your teammates could really benefit from that speed. I think the strongest brawlers which synergize with Max are definitely going to be Jean, Sandy, and Ems. I feel like those brawlers, they almost always get value if they have a huge speed boost, because all of their supers are super impactful.
Yep, agreed. Last time Max was just played everywhere, and it's sad to see that now she's played very, very rarely. I hope to see more of the Gene Max combos. I remember those days. Those were fun.
They were fun indeed. When I used to play with new artisans, we were like the masters of that combination. We always we even took down like B-Boy at that time with his
Oh my gosh, B-Boy. It's been so long since I heard that B-Boy and Beagle, and they were like so strong last time.
Was that Beagle?
Yeah, there was a Beagle.
Oh, I did not know about
But
Beagle.
they were still like guy players lah.
Oh.
But I remember that there was a Beagle.
Scam. I thought they were girls.
Damned, indeed.
But B-Boy was like a super strong roster back then. It was Site, who was part of the World Finals team, the champion last year, and he was the MVP as well. So Site, you'll be surprised. I actually max diffed Site a couple of times.
That's a flex.
Yes, and it was pretty consistent actually. With my max, used to be. I feel like my favorite brawler is always a brawler. I'm like that because it just feels good just winning, you know. But I always lost to Kenji for some reason. Like I can win Site, but I lose Kenji. I'm like, Site better than Kenji. I don't know. Maybe I'm just so bad that Site doesn't read my bad play. But yeah, it was a Max Gene meta back then. We do see Max Gene sometimes in some of these maps because of the draft mode. And Gene is a surprisingly safe first pick, a safe first pick as well, because
Gene will always be a safe pick.
Yeah. Anyways, we are finally into our match. Let's go. It is Sandy, Byron, and Ems versus.
Look at Void! Aaron, look at Void running it down at Shafin. He stood no chance. Arya winning his counterpart? Question mark, question mark. He almost manages to take down Crescent, but there we see Void. It is looking like very, very strong aggression, very similar to Spooky, you know. A bit of a miscom there, not sure who wanted to get the ball, but Void does pop his super, not very sure if it was worth it going against that MC. Does manage to stay alive with a sliver of health, but this sadly has allowed extra toxic boys to push up. So, but wait, hold on. The ball almost went in. They almost let Void slip up over there.
Had to actually expend the use of that Sandy gadget right there. Wow, very well read by Void, knowing exactly that, you know, with that amount of HP plus that shield, he actually has enough to tank it and walk it in. I don't think extra toxic boys expected that, but a huge outcome. Honestly, I feel like that mastermind is at work right now, stealing the Gale pick from them, first pick I presume, and then following up with a Rosa and a Spike. They just ran it down for the. Like, I honestly was not even surprised. That comp was so in favor of on the side of extra toxic, on the side of Geek Fam. Sorry, like Ems and the Sandy is just not enough. I feel like this is the same situation that Easy Money was. They had the Sandy as well as the someone else. I don't know. I don't think it was an Ems. They had a Sandy as well as a Spike, but it wasn't enough, and it looks like the same thing's happening again. Void actually coming up on top with that interaction with Crescent. Does stay alive thanks to that star power.
Both of them are so low. The root sense.
Falls. Yeah.
Yes, everything is going down. Trashan over there at the top left corner. He does have his gadget pop. He's trying to make some use of it, waiting for an opportunity. Despite having a Gale, I think that Geek Fam will be able to push up, and extra toxic boys will be able to push up and get that gold, get that goal right there. And yep, I mean, we want everyone to get that gold and be winners of the day. Even if you lose, you're still winners in our hearts. But okay, Aaron, what's going on here? Because I just see a bunch of back and forths, and it seems like there might be a goal.
Yep, I think the main key guy to go down, they were waiting for the Gale to go down. You know, Arya with that super is such a strong defensive brawler. They should actually never score in that situation. Arya can actually just pop a gadget as well to deny some space, but I don't think he was as confident as a Gale usually should be on defense. He had a super, he should have gone in, play somewhere there. I know that for a fact, so that was a bit unfortunate. Geek actually should be playing for. Wow, wait, Geek Void with the huge
Huge, actually.
Fine, he actually got double there. Arya now is a super. Oh my goodness, this can come back. I mean, Gale literally has a super as well. He can go in for a play. Wow, Void actually made this a winnable game. I thought it was because once you lose and you don't get that early goal, it's really Geek Fam. And now Arya going in, finding that presence, pushing up two on the side. Crescent gonna be looking to try and hold the mid, try and scout out Void with the super there. 13 seconds left. They need some position here. Void is gonna be absolutely. Something needs to happen. Arya has a super online. He needs to go in for a play, or maybe they're just going for coordination and timing over here. Drago gonna be walking in. Arya is gonna be pushing someone side, and that's exactly what happened. Geek gets the goal, taking them down 2-0.
Let's go, Geek! I think that was really excellently played. The timing, the patience, the coordination, and I feel like each member of Geek Fam, they played their part. They had such, they really, I can't think of any other word besides played their part. But yeah, I remember when I think one of them got 2 kills and almost 3, and that was really, really good for their positioning. They managed to push up all the way, so awesome.
Yeah, man of the match for that definitely goes to Geek Void, the Rosa. He played that really, really well, almost flawlessly in my opinion. Really, really aware of the positioning of everybody on the side of Extra Toxic Boys. It is not that easy, when you're going the likes of Sandy and Ems especially. You can't just walk up like that, but he did that against the Brawlers. He knew he could do that against. So like at the start we see him doing that against Sandy. That was really well played. Got the early kill, got the early goal as well in our first round, and in the second round as well. He very aware, found two in the middle, caught off guard there, and that was actually the game changer. They would have actually lost the set if not for that play. So huge props to Void. Congratulations, you've taken Sneaky Field 2-0 in your favor. It seems like a kind of like a mirror of what we saw just now when we saw Spooky versus Easy Money, but I think it's slightly different this time around. I feel like Geek Fam really do have a chance of taking them down in the next map when it comes to Bridge Too Far. What do you think, Jellyqueen?
I think so too. I think Extra Toxic Boys might have the advantage aim-wise, but we'll see. I like how both of them are very close in terms of skill caps, so this should even out the score a little bit if played correctly. But if Doge Gang being as strong as what am I saying? Doge Gang, yes, Extra Toxic Boys and Geek Fam. If Geek Fam has been playing, excellently like how they've been doing tonight, I think there would be a chance for them to make it to the grand finals, and that would be their very first time there, and they will be going against Easy Money. So very nicely done so far. Keep up the good work, and we're excited to see your drafts for Bridge Too Far since it's all about the aim duels. What are you expecting, Aaron?
Honestly, I'm expecting a lot of those long-range brawlers as well. I know Drago likes his Piper. We just Byro scrimmed against Geek the other time around on this map, and Drago was absolutely loving the Piper. He texted me after that, it's like, bro, Piper not see me good way. Basically, I really expect them to have a Piper. It's a super power pick here. Lola, really good as well. Pam, pretty decent as well. We saw Teng Hong play that pretty well. Caesar K played a really nice Lola as well. Sprout sometimes works here as well, depending on how you play it. And if you can get that wall down and they don't have wall breaks, you're gonna give a lot of position, a lot of control in your team's favor. For on this map, especially with the transplant gadget, of course, you can basically have your wall there 90% of the game if you play it right. Yeah, and I think some other picks, sometimes you see a Brock. A Colette's actually really strong as well, especially to counter some of these thick brawlers like Pam, and even what's the other thick guy's name? It's decent against Lola. There's another thick guy, I forget.
A-Bit.
Yes, A-Bit. My team loves to play A-Bit. Yes, that guy. That guy is also pretty strong here, and Colette is a pretty good
guy.
answer to him.
A-Bit indeed. I think having a Colette there is a gamble in case there isn't any 8-bits or Pams, but Pam is very strong, and her attack, you can't dodge it at all, and with Piper there is a chance that you can. So a lot of brawlers that can be played, and looky here, Aaron, it seems like we are going by 8-bit and Byron comp. I like the looks of that.
I like it, but I don't like what happened to Arya right there. He just got absolutely demolished. Focus fire from both the side of Crescent and Finn. And Void does suffer the same fate that Arya just did, and Arya faces the same thing just again. Not looking too good on the side of Geek Fam. Looks like they are kind of aimed to Drago. Nice heals. Arya, the bounce from the save, I think, actually killed Drago there. But the 8-bit turret could be what they need to get some
goes
damage.
Down in an instant though.
No. Yeah, that's not what you want to see. You avoid. Nice dodges over there, getting some damage. Arya with a huge...
Things are looking up.
Down. Oh, this could be a chance. The chance they needed. Heals from Drago onto Arya is going to be able to get a lot more damage, I believe. Void doing a really good job on the left side. Crescent's gonna ignore them both. Oh, but a triple trap from Drago.
3 shots by Drago.
It's like, no, ain't no way you're gonna get any damage on my save. Does manage to find a shot on Finn before going down, but Void has been creating so much space on the left side there. And now it's they're actually winning right now. Geek 58 to 29. Crescent does pop his super there. A bit of a predictive one. A bit ambitious, I think, but Void is going to come up on top, and that's huge. He's got his ego now. He's gonna go in. Oh, but Finn finds him. That could have just ended the game right there, honestly. And now Finn's gonna be playing a bit slow, playing for the control. Doesn't want to feed Arya's super. Wants to aim for Drago. This is what they're gonna be aiming to look as they go into the last 40 seconds of the game.
Yes, very well said. Thank you so much for the lengthy explanation. I think that, yeah, you described it perfectly. I'm so shocked at the turnaround. Like, it was looking very dire at first, like with that team wipe. But 25-20, the back and forth, and you know, having Void on the left lane, dodging all those Brock shots and managing to get that chip off the save, and you know, the support from Drago with the 8-bit. Things were looking really, really good. At 21-14, I don't even know. I feel like
21-9 now. Oh my goodness.
Happen.
Oh, it looks like Extra Toxic Boys got the better of them. Honestly, that was so close. I feel like Void had some really excellent dodging towards the end there. He was dodging 2 of them, left and right, getting the damage in. But Drago wasn't really there to support. He was slowed down by 2 bell gadgets. In fact, not just 1, but 2. Completely stopped in his tracks right there. No support on Void side that time, and not his fault either. I think we need to see Arya. Arya get some damage. I'm looking for that play again. Void early kill on Crescent. This could be huge. Drago does have the heal buff because his damage gear is activated. He's a lot. Ooh, but he gets popped, and Void is going to fall. Nope, not today.
Oh,
Void's staying alive. Oh, it's like Caster's cursed.
Yes, indeed, Aaron. And at one point, I think all 3 people on the side of Extra Toxic Boys was just trying to take out Arya because they figured he's the problem. You know, if he's alive, he's just gonna do so much damage. And look at Void over there. He manages to take down Crescent again and again. Drago not really there to support because he's defending against Shavin. 83% to 50%. I think things are possible for a turnaround, but I was not expecting the Nani to pop that gadget. He's using the other gadget instead, which allows him to get the positioning advantage. Crescent is having a very, very hard time against Void, and he seems to be trying to take on Arya instead.
And dies. This is not looking good at all for Extra Toxic Boys. Oh my goodness. Honestly, the Nani head, a big brain play right there, would have just been to ignore it. Because Nani is needed for the control. Going against a Bell and a Brock, 3 of them definitely overwhelm them and get the damage. Anyways, Drago got the kill on Crescent. Gonna get some chip shots in. Void pops his super as well. 1000 damage left. Oh, he already knows it's over. Finn shooting his teammate over there. That was a very much cleaner game. Second round in the favor of Geek. That was like, what, they had 70-80% left on their save. That was really well played.
Yes, they played more consistently and more controlled this time round. It seems like Drago and Arya, his buddy, have moved on to the left lane instead, and Extra Toxic Boys changing up their strategy, going for a double lane duo.
Yep,
we see a fat rocket coming in by Crescent. He doesn't go down. Arya manages to go back up to full health with the power of Drago. But don't forget Void over there. He actually managed to chip down a save chip down the safe by a good 16%.
Yep, Arya gonna pop his super there. Oh, not really the best one. Gets taken it down. Having it taken down instantly. Void actually doesn't want to be going against the Bell. Bell is the most defensive brawler, but wow, a huge outplay from Arya over there. 70 HP and a gadget on the save is gonna take it down to 69%. Don't quote me on that. Void now with the super now gonna get a lot more damage. Well, Drago gonna finish off Finn. Gets nice chip shots as well. Crescent's left at 1 HP. He's gonna, with the damage amp, he's gonna be doing a lot of damage. Super as well as some shots coming down. It's gonna leave their safe at 75%. But Arya and Drago, that combo is really unstoppable. If the team plays it well and Arya doesn't get fully clipped by everything, which he does, they could actually get a lot of damage, a lot more damage than that. But Void actually falls to Crescent. Oh no, this is not looking too good for Geek Fam.
It is not looking good. I think Arya being tagged by the Bell is making things even worse. I feel like Trashan has a little more impact this game. He seems to be really playing it more on the defense side instead of pushing up too much. And you know, Void and Crescent, they've just been battling it out wherever they are, but being a Brock is not very favorable going up against a Lola. The Eagle does come out, and Arya really needs to push forward and pop that extra cartridge in order to get damage, but 11%, I feel like they might have to play defense.
Void did so much over there. Very, very nicely timed everything, basically. Getting it down like a good 30% off. It's going to be making extra Toxic Boys play a lot more conservatively. They can't let anyone slip through. Void now on the safe, along with Arya, is going to that one up. Geek Fam take down extra Toxic Boys 2-0. Oh my goodness, Jellyqueen. I cannot believe it. Geek Fam is finally in our finals.
Let's go,
well
Geek
played.
Fam.
My
very,
God,
very well played.
Once a geek, always a fam at Dragon Brawl. I know he's getting annoyed that I say that all the time, but I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations. You guys are our second finalists going against one of the top teams in the region. It's going to be a nice match, I hope. Don't let me down, Mr. Mastermind. Continue with the good drafts, and we'll hope to see a really competitive game in our finals.
Yes, so I think the Geek Fam played that very, very well. And I love the dynamic duo, Arya and the support of Jago behind. Honestly, I was kind of doubting it a little when I saw the bell shots being bounced back and forth, but they just kept going. They didn't let that stop them. They went for the aggression, the confidence, and eventually the damage, which took down the Nani and, you know, Bell eventually. And Crescent, he was just having a hard time on the Brock winning against the Lola. It was so hard, and yeah, 8-bit was a very, very awesome pick right there.
Yeah, but I think some people might be able to guess the mastermind based off of that pick. Only if you know, you know. Anyways, going into our grand finals, let's take a look at the maps. Mr. Production, man. You sexy, beautiful man. Let's see. First up is Crystal Arcade. Oh, this map.
Arcade.
These are all competitive maps, and they are gonna be really exciting to watch. I did scrim against Geek on this map. Geek Fam. They kind of got wrecked, but all good. I think now they have a lot more composure, a lot more confidence. I believe they know how to play this map now. I did get 2-0 by them. Don't forget that for one of the sets, I did get 2-0. It was on this map. So, you know, they are pretty confident sometimes. As long as they have the draft advantage, I believe that they can have a very strong win. Let's hope for that. Hope for a good draft on the side of Geek Fam. That's who I'm rooting for. Are you rooting for easy money, or are you on my side?
I'm definitely gonna one-up you there with the votes on to Geek Fam. I think that how they came so far is really admirable, and the picks that they chose were conventional and unconventional at the same time, because they're still very good picks, but you know, not your usual kinds that we see all the damn time for like the past 10 Brawl 30s. So is really nice and a breath of fresh air, and I hope that they can keep this up. But yeah, moving on to Crystal Arcade, I'm hoping on a Sandy. I still think Sandy here is very, very strong. You can get so many sneaky little stunts in the bushes. You can get so much area denial and grab the gems for your team with the root sense or healing winds. And honestly, I hope to see a Belle as well. I think Belle could be strong here.
I think you just love Bell Jellyqueen. I don't know.
I just love Belle for some reason, okay? Belle's kind of strong, don't hate me for that.
The gold arm never loses, or what? I don't know what she did, but Belle is one howdy kind of a character.
Howdy.
Yeah, it just feels like that. That like kind of describes her. She's like, howdy y'all, I'm Belle. You know, kind of
Yep.
thing. I don't know. But
She has 2 maps named after her for a reason. You know?
wait, what? And one is Golem Gulch. What's the other one?
Belle's Rock.
Oh, it's literally Belle's Rock, right?
There's no 8-bit rock. There's no cult mansion. There's no Eve's puddle.
Yeah.
It's Belle's Rock.
Supercell, take notes. These are the the name of the next maps coming to the game. At Frank.
Yes, you heard it here first from Aaron Brawl and Jellyqueen.
Yes. Yes, give love to other roller names. Anyways, Belle on this map. I don't know. I feel like that's a. There are better picks in my opinion. I think
Yeah, better fix. Indeed.
I really like a Max over here. Sometimes the Jean could work. Maybe last pick. I don't know how good it is first pick because of the likes of like Tara and Ruffs. It's gonna make a bit difficult for Jean. As well as Spike on the lanes. You know, these things can all kind of like tank a Jean pull. Sometimes Max is also pretty good in the mid. I was playing Max on the scrim against Geek. It was pretty strong as well. Oh no, I was playing Byron. Sorry, I was playing Byron against the Max, and I was kind of destroying him. Drago, don't feel bad. I'm not calling you out. It was you. But yes.
Dear.
But yes, but Max really can work when played correctly. And yeah, that's for the mid lanes. Friday night gaming yesterday, we did it on the side of Responses team. They didn't even have a mid really sus draft for them, and they just lost that 2-0, not even close. But Orca's team, Easy Money. Yesterday they were named like something like Wiggly Spoo asked me to join. I don't know. They come up with these ridiculous names, but they had they won that so cleanly. CZK is insane on a Byron. I would really hope to see him play Byron on this. Yeah, and like you said, you know, Sandy. I really like Ems on this map because Ems can kind of counter Sandy, and it also can kind of counter Tara. Like once you have that bush position, it's probably the strongest brawler on the map at that point because having that bush, you know, that speed amp, as well as just a whole area denial. You know, you can't miss your shots. It's literally a cone-shaped area shot projectile. So it's like it's really strong. Basically, when M's in your position, if you lose lane, you're kind of trolling. It's your fault. That's kind of how it works with M's on this map. So that'll be quite interesting for Crystal Arcade. What do you think about the next map? Let's take a look at our next map. Set number 2. It's going to be. Oh no! Sorry.
Hold on. We are in game. Yes. Okay. So looking at the right side, we have Tenghun, who actually manages to win his matchup against Void on the Sandy, and very quickly, just 2 minutes and 30 seconds in, and we see, you know, so many of the bushes being broken here, and the whole point of Crystal Arcade are all these bushes. I'm wondering what is going on. Are they trying to play a deathmatch here? Are they trying to play bridge too far? And I just realized they had 7 gems in already. That's pretty quickly. It means they've been playing for quite a while. But Team Easy Money, Team Geek Fam getting pushed to a corner. Eventually Arya goes down, but gems are still at base. Drago manages to pack them back up, and CZK back on the Byron, just like how you predicted it would be. And now the gems are at a whopping 6-9. Geek Fam just needs 1 more in order to get it to countdown.
Yeah, Orca with a huge kill though, denying them one of those gems, tying it all up 8-8. It's going to be a completely open map here. It's going to be good on the side of Arya. He should be just trying to land those shots. But CZK also has an almost equal advantage. But he looks like he's just trying to find heals onto Tenghong to kind of get that power up maybe. Orca does manage to dash into one of the gems. It really looks like they need some space over here. Either a kill on Tenghong or a kill on Orca to grab the gem and tie it all up. But it doesn't look like it's enough. He didn't really have enough to tie right there. And that's going to leave Easy Money leading this set 1-0 in terms of rounds as we go into the next game.
Yes, sir. I think, you know, there was really a chance there, but eventually GeekFam kind of lost control there, and you know, Team Avamoon or Easy Money, they just slowly inched their way up and gave them a very slow and painful death. But okay, at the side of the left lead, we see CZK managing to take down his counterpart, which allows him to push up and get some control at the mid. Arya goes down to with just 2 strikes of the Byron poison, and things are looking really tough for GeekFam. I think their only plausible hope is for Void to get his super and get some control back into the middle.
Yep, and just as we say that, Void does fall down, but not without charging a bit of his super. Orca in a bit of a pinch here, but CZK is here to save the day with some clutch heals. Finally, the super from Void goes down, but falls. And looks like Tenghong and CZK are trying to deny Arya of that space that the super might have given. And kind of a wasted opportunity over there as Tenghong continues to break open the map and make it easier for Tenghong, for CZK to land those shots and heal and funnel his teammates to victory over there. Tenghong with a nice kill on Arya, 10-0. This game is so clean in favor of Easy Money. I think GeekFam will be looking to just go next and try and go back to the drawing board and think of something better for the next set.
Yes, indeed, Aaron. And you know, seeing Orca on that stool, I wasn't really sure what they were trying to go for over there. And I thought maybe the wall breaks would have helped Arya because he's on a Piper, but it seemed like it was so hard for him to get control against that Byron. You just need 2 shots and you know you're already on the brink of death as a Piper. It's so hard to get control. So I'm not sure if Piper was the best pick. I think definitely he could have swapped out for a Byron and mirrored that duo. It would have been a lot easier, but yeah, like what you said, back to the drawing board.
Yeah, it is draft mode, so you can't really mirror that in that sense, but maybe they could have taken the Byron pick away from Easy Money. That could have been a play. But I really like the way CZK chose to, you know, kind of ignore the Piper, try not to take that 1v1 duel because that could be dangerous sometimes. I feel like those shots landing on Arya were just pure mechanics, and he actually opted for the safer play in some situations to just, you know, heal Tenghong and get that side lane to completely dominate. And once the side lane dominates, Arya's focus kind of shifts like Tenghong, and that gives CZK that space to just go up and be like, oh, you're focusing on my teammate, now I can just aim at you. And then he just like gets like a couple shots on him, like you said, forcing him to fall back and, you know, loses a lot of that control, like you said. So that was just unfortunate. I feel like it was really well executed on the side of Easy Money. Let's see if GeekFam can take the next one. Let's take a look at the map.
Alright, so next up we have Super Beach, also known as Super Stadium. And you know, we've seen this map a couple of times. We've seen a lot of different picks. You can play it out very differently. You can break the walls, or you can utilize them and alter the map as a thrower. There's really so many sneaky little nooks and crannies that you can go about it. I'm hoping on an EMS because, like I said earlier, that gadget is really OP. You can just shoot through that grass and make it as if those barriers were never there. You can also have your classic Sandy. You can have a Stu. The possibilities are endless.
Indeed, the possibilities are endless. That's the phrase for this map. I really think you can really go anything you want. Ems is really strong. Like you said, Bali is actually really strong as well. Even without walls, Bali does. This map is just so, like, it feels small enough for Bali to really make use with that range as well. Bali recently had a buff to his range a couple of updates ago. It makes it viable even in an open map situation. And Arya is actually going to opt for a Barley. Tenghong does find the kill, however, and they're going to try and look to score here. Drago trying to defend best as he can, but Void comes in clutch to save the ball. I think they'll be wanting to play for an early goal on the side of Geek Fam. Oka actually on the surge this time around, counters two of them.
Very nice. If you think about it, it's such a good pick.
Yeah, and Caesar K actually with the super speed from Drago actually denies that goal. I think if not for that, they definitely would have conceded the goal there. Arya looking to super it in, does the super shot, but it's not in time. A bit miscalculation over there. And Arya is gonna get a lot of pressure, walking straight up, gets a kill. But Oka is just holding it down on the right side, and it's gonna deny that possibility of a goal over there.
Alright, Aaron. Arya just went down in two shots.
No.
I think having Oka on the surge is... I wasn't expecting that, but if you look at the matchup, he's able to counter the M's, jump in front of his face. Oh, better yet, take out Arya on the Bali as a thrower. And having his addition of CZK, it's looking really difficult. Arya has the ball on the left side, trying to gain the positioning up for Geek Fam, but it seems like a little bit of a stalemate. But hold on, Drago manages to gadget forward, gets punished by CZK's super, and here we go. Easy Money gets the ball back up to the front of the map, and it might look like a plausible goal.
Yeah, wow, really nice stun from Tenghong over there, but Drago trying his best to hold down, not going to win this time around. CZK does have a super, coming down to the final 30-ish seconds left. Speed and the return super from Tenghong gonna be popped off, but Oka almost finds an opportunity there, but Arya's gonna get caught out over there. Tenghong, a lot of trades left, right, and center. It's gonna be coming down to a 1v1. Drago, 20 seconds left. Geek Fam need to make something happen to if they want to still be and take this to overtime, where it's still gonna be hard for Arya, by the way. Void with the super now, gonna catch Oka. Oka TV's out. Void actually super by CZK might mean some time for Drago. Oh no, the super was close to Drago's hand, and that means Easy Money takes round 1 of Super Beach.
Oh, Aaron, I was expecting a bit more of a fight from Geek Fam, you know. Easy Money really made it look easy, and the way that they coordinated their attacks and defenses, it was just flawless. But you know, we're back into our second game. Hopefully, Geek Fam will be able to re-strategize and work better as a team.
Yep, I really like... oh no, that should never happen. Tenghong got the kill on Arya.
Me.
Oh, but even though Drago managed to find Oka there, it wasn't... because Caesar K also managed to find another one of their teammates. Drago with the speed now. Gonna be looking to gadget. Oh, almost gets in.
A little ambitious, you think?
Yeah, a bit too ambitious. I think everybody kind of underestimates the power of Gale on defense. That's why I mentioned a couple games ago when I think it was Arya who was playing the Gale. They should never score. Gale is just so strong defensively in so many different ways. Caesar K actually managing to farm Drago right now. That guy is smurfing. And Oka is almost gonna get caught up by Void again, but a TP.
They're all so low. This is the best chance for Geek Fam to push forward.
Yeah, we really need Arya to land some clean shots. A nice speed coming from Drago and Void. Good body block all around. It's gonna land a tie. Oh, not even a tie. They're actually winning up 1-0 in favor of Geek Fam. Arya with the super now. Gonna give a lot of control in favor of Geek Fam. This could be the round they need. This could be the game they want. Arya just needs to land those shots in onto the sides, and then Void just needs to wait for an opportunity. Against Oka, you don't want that. You don't want to feed the super. He does have his teleport as well. Arya with another super. Is he gonna drop it? Yes, straight into the middle, and that's gonna push Oka all the way around to hit Void, getting a bit of position. But oh no,
does go down.
everyone just goes down, and this is gonna be a chance. Drago gonna try to look for the kill on Oka, but actually Oka finds dead. How the tables have turned. Oh no, it looks like a Geek. Oh, they did corner the ball though.
They cornered the ball.
30 seconds left.
They are playing for defense. Good. They are playing for time. They managed to defend 30 seconds. I'm sure they are able to defend it again. 20 seconds on the clock. They just need to hold on to their pants. Everything is getting closer, and Easy Money is
Oh.
pushing up, getting that positioning.
9 seconds
Only
left.
a Bali left on
No.
defense.
Oh my goodness, Jellyqueen. They take
Yeah,
it
that
to
is sad.
overtime. It's okay, Max has
Overtime.
speed. Max has speed. There's a chance. There's a chance. Let's see Void pushing up with some nice dodges. Drago with the gadget down. Oh my goodness, Drago with the play.
Oh my goodness.
What am I watching? You're smurfing even harder.
Yeah.
Oh my.
What can I say about that? I am so shocked. And Drago had some really flashy plays the entire tournament. I don't think they could have even won that, but it was really amazing. And it's leveled up now. There is a chance for Geek Fam to get back on track. Orca does
really
go
nice
down a
gadget.
little much of an extension, wastes his super, wastes his gadget in the process. But you know, the ball's in the middle in the favor of Geek Fam. Drago manages to pass it up, but Orca there is looking for a lurking opportunity onto Void. He's trying to get his TP onto him. All three players on the side of Easy Money relatively low. Perhaps
really
a wasted
like-
super.
I think that's fine. I
He
really
manages
like
to
the
queue up,
way
yeah.
Geek is playing right now.
Yes, playing very
Arya
well.
is just holding the controls super well. Not gonna get caught up by Tenghong at all. In fact, does a bit of
Getting
an
pinched
outmove.
right now though.
Yeah, a bit of ambitious play. I think Drago had to go in right there the moment he boundary, but didn't really see that. The ball is near Caesar K. It's gonna be difficult. Oh, Void managing to barely stay alive there, and Arya's
They
gonna come
spare
back
him.
with the control. And that is going to be in favor of Geek Fam. I feel like it's always going to be in favor of Geek Fam as Drago and Arya cycle their supers before overtime. They should be able to win this. But Orca's going to opt to corner the ball. So that's an interesting play. I feel like Geek Fam do need to kind of, they need to
Perhaps
get
they're
that
playing for
goal.
overtime.
Yeah, they're playing for overtime.
And that is smart. They are just waiting it out because they know that they have the advantage. As Bali is, a strong brawler right now with all these walls in overtime, you're basically useless, fighting all these long range brawlers, especially with the Surge being leveled up all the way. CZK does have his super. Tenghun still waiting it out patiently. It's really, really tough.
Yep, Drago popping the super now. Void actually not gonna get sped up there. But Void
Orca
actually
does
finds
go down.
Orca. Wow,
Yes.
that's huge. But Caesar K has a super, and that is going to shut down a lot of the aggression that they might have otherwise had. Drago with the ball, trying to put it in a nice spot. Arya with the super in the last 8 seconds. This could be huge. This is going to be a lot of the aerial denial they needed.
He dodges that.
Boy
baits it
coming
out.
in, gets the damage in, and oh my goodness! Geek Fam proving to be a team to be reckoned with.
Truly,
Oh,
Aaron.
not
Did
to
you
be
see the
reckoned
way they
with.
baited? Yeah, not to be reckoned with.
Not to be reckoned with. My
Indeed.
goodness.
Did you see that utility? Did you see how Drago was smart enough to bait that out, even though it was just 1 second left to overtime and 1 second left to the rest of Easy Money's members respawn? Like, that was
It was
insane, and you
one
needed
step ahead.
such fast reaction to be able to do that. So
You need that
Very
composure
well
and that confidence, to not over aggress at that specific point, and know that there's still a couple of seconds left where they're gonna be in a panic state, and you waited that out, waited for all the shots to land and hit nothing, and then he went in for the opportunity and got it. I think really well played all around from the whole team, especially in that last moment. A really important super by Arya with some nice kills, area denial. Wow, Geek Fam really deserved to take that set. They really turned it around as compared to their first couple games, and this is going to be a lot more exciting than I thought it would.
yeah, I'm liking this excitement in the air. This is why we vote for the underdogs, and having Geek Fam showing their skill and their rigor as a team is really, really awesome. I want to see more of this in the third set. And speaking of the third set, tell us more about it, Aaron.
So looking at the map, we are going to be playing a game of Flaring Phoenix on Knockout. So this is a fairly open map. There is a bush on either side, so I think people really like to play stuff like Bell, your favorite. They like to play Bell.
Hey yo, let's go.
They love Fang, Tick is a popular pick as well. Sometimes people just play for overtime. They just go with a Buzz, maybe a Fang, and wait for the clouds to close in. We have seen extra Toxic Boys actually pull out in the last cup. They went with a full range comp of Piper, Brock, and Jean, I believe, or something to that extent of a ranged comp. That's also very possible looking at the layout. They have 3 straight lanes in a sense. Yeah, but this is gonna be a pretty interesting set. It's gonna be pretty important as well, as whoever can take it brings a set 4 match point, and that's gonna be huge, especially on the side of Geek Fam, and because they are the underdogs coming into this anyways, so they kind of need to play for that and take whatever they can. Easy Money being the more experienced team is going to be difficult. Anyways, we are into our first game and we'll see a quick elimination.
Wait, what?
Yeah, CDK actually is opting for a bow and it works out. Like, he's just farming the super. This is why Oka has his comps. Like, what in the world? Drago with the Daryl. And we see Sprout and Jean. So a pretty passive comp all around. Oka is actually going to go straight in for Void. A gadget to try to keep him off, but it's not enough. Oka gets away with the kill, and Arya is going to look to aggress on the other two along with Drago, but Drago is not going to just yet. Tries to find a roll, and Oka actually doesn't actually find the kill, but Sprout goes down. This is not looking good. Drago does have his roll. They are at pretty low HP. He could be looking for something, but no. Daryl recently got nerfed in another world, in another universe. That might have worked basically in the previous, before the previous nerf. Yeah, that would have worked if he went in for a roll, but Daryl was nerfed, and they take Easy Money do take round 1 pretty convincingly.
Okay, Aaron, I'm so shook that was so quick, and I'm even more shook that there was a bow. I think, Geek Fam played it safe. They chose for a more meta comp, but having CZK's totem here, you charging that Mortis super and Tinghun super as well, you can opt for so much stacking, and look at Orca going in for a double kill. Drago rolls in but to no avail, and CZK survives with 66
Oh my
HP.
goodness. If he got the kill on CZK and managed to roll, that would have been so winnable on the side of Drago for Geek Fam. But I feel like he just needs to protect them a little bit more from Orca, but it's going to be very difficult now with the power-up and the super in Orca's hands. A Mortis is going to be very, very dangerous.
They're going to be aggressive here, and I'm liking the looks of it. It looks like the map has been split into 2, but Orca perhaps looking for a flank. Drago being more aware of this now, and like you said, protecting his team from the Mortis. But there we have the very much annoying bow totem being set up at the right side corner. Arya trying to get a little look into the center of the map, trying to space them out a bit. And have they swapped the bases? I believe so.
Yep, they did, and Orca absolutely capitalizing on the fact that Void got stunned there. Arya and Drago are falling one by one on either side. This is a very convincing win on the side of Easy Money. I really like that comp, Jellyqueen.
I like that too.
With a Ruffs. Like, the Ruff just gets his super for free, manages to buff up his teammates, and a Mortis with the super and above. Even if you're going against a bull, it's not going to be easy to take him down, because you have so much damage and so much health. It's actually going to be a lot harder than you think. And with the super as well, he can chain that off multiple people. So when you think that Mortis is just going to die, and then he gets a nice super off, and then it's like, oh no, guy, back to almost full HP. Especially with the healing harvest, creepy harvest, star power. It's going to give him a lot more extra HP that you wouldn't otherwise expect. So that was really well played. A big brain draft by Orca's team over there. And we'll be going very quickly into a match point of set number 4. Let's take a look at the map.
Let's go. Okay, I like how we are advancing onto set 4 and praying for set 5. Honestly, Geek Fam has just exceeded my expectations and have been playing far greater than I would have predicted them to. And seeing Shooting Star, without a doubt, I'm hoping for a Nani and that return to sender star power. I mean, Gadget is so strong here. This is all about patience. And honestly, Aaron, Bounty is my least favorite mode to watch because all the action comes down to the final moments, and you just see teams chipping away. You try to get the first blue star, everybody's just waiting it out, filling it out, but when, the time crumbles down, that's when everyone pushes in. But I think despite this map being such a long-range map, hopefully we will see a Mortis, because if played right, I think Mortis could take out a Nani if he is not backed up by his teammates.
Some very strong postulations over there. Nani taking down a Mortis.
Okay, maybe not. Never mind. I take that back.
I mean, like, wow,
right
like
back.
no, that's it's possible, but you have to be a really good Mortis, honestly, to pull that off. You need to be able to dodge those Nani shots. Kind of have to wait for those like shots to miss in a sense before you go in for the kill. Even then, Nani does have that gadget which reflects like probably one of his shots. Might change the pace of that interaction, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think a Mortis is a go-to pick. Oh, we actually see a Frank by Arya. My goodness, this is a
Wait
very
a second.
interesting draft that we see over here. Bell with some nice shots, Drago. What do you think they're going on with the Frank pick over here, Jellyqueen?
I think they are trying to close the distance by using all these bell shots. As you see, they're bumping against each other, and they have no choice. They have to stick together because CZK has that healing star power, and Void is just being a menace, chipping them back. And Frank closing the distance, he will be able to get those shots in eventually if the distance is kept. But
Void is just killing everybody right now. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely disgusting. Even though Arya goes down, Geek Fam is still winning. Exactly like what you said, they just closed the distance. Void is going to actually... Oh, Oka there, but oh no, CZK manages to get the trade-off, and then that changes the pace of the game. Easy Money is now in the lead, but Arya does have his super, so he could be very well making a play anytime soon when he manages to maybe, corner them into the corner of the map. Then he could get a guaranteed super. Pull coming out from CZK, very, very confident, well communicated. The whole team goes for the damage onto Frank. And Tenghong, getting tapped now. Nice shots. Arya does miss that stun, which is kind of huge for the side of Easy Money. But I really like the fact that Drago and Void are landing a lot of these shots, and it's only 3 stars differential.
Oh, they're so low. Arya has to make a play here, but he's a Frank, and I don't think Frank was a good pick after all. I could see what they were trying to go for, but it didn't work out in their favor. It was a nice try.
It low-key did.
At first, yeah, it did.
If this was knockout, they won, but it's bounty and they respawn, and the health, the buffs, you can just kind of keep farming them. If you give Ross unlimited buffs, he opens up the map. He can break walls. He can make it infinitely harder for Geek Fam over time. So that is kind of the weakness of the comp. Arya are kind of in a situation here. Does manage to find Oka pretty low, but CZK is not allowing him to heal up. And Drago is not really landing any shots on CZK, which is not really what you want to see if you are on the side of Geek Fam. And I don't know, it feels like Geek Fam aren't playing as well together.
Sharply as thought, but Arya, everything, oh my goodness, it's just a bunch of groans and moans at this point. CZK does have his super. I'm not sure if Geek Fam is aware of that, but he's waiting for an opportunity. Drago goes down to focus on Tinghong, and perhaps Oka does pop his super there using the speed super, which helps him get out of that Frank stun. I don't think this will work out in their favor, Aaron.
It doesn't look like it is. CZK with his pull again could be looking for any one of them, but he just chips Void to death. He's gonna be looking for a pull on Arya maybe. With the double buff, rough buffs. Oh wow, so confidently taking the kill on Arya. Pops the gadget. The super to try and stay alive, but does fall. Gets a huge pull on Drago. CZK absolutely popping off on the Gene today. We saw him with an insane pull on Walk earlier, double swoosh, and now we see him just landing all his pulls as well in the shooting star game. It's match point right now. Oh no, Geek Fam is losing 1-0. 0-1. So this is the match point,
This
the match
is
point
game.
game. 22-4. It's
This is
literally
it, Aaron.
impossible. It's literally impossible. And Easy Money are your champions. I'm kind of sad, Jellyqueen.
I'm really sad. That emote by Arya is exactly me right now. I'm so sad. I feel like it was a little wasted with that Frank pick, and Arya was playing so well before as like a ranged or melee brawler. I think that if he definitely played like a ranged brawler like Nani or something else, Geek Fam would have definitely been able to get more value of that, and not such a far-fetched game by you know, Easy Money. It's really so sad and unfortunate because Drago and I forgot his name. His other
Void
teammate.
and Arya.
Void and Drago were hitting so many beautiful shots as
start-
you've noticed before.
On the first round, if you saw that, they literally had Easy Money into the bottom left corner of the map. They were literally stuck there, like helpless and disabled over there, and they were just landing all the shots, getting all the kills. But then Arya died, a bit of an overextension, and then it kind of snowballed in the other direction. Easy Money.
Yeah, it just all
So-
went wrong, and he missed every single Frank super because of the distance. But you can't fault him. It's a Frank. Perhaps the comp would have worked out a little better if there was a Byron to back up the Frank. But he was just taking damage and not getting any heals from it. So
Yeah, I think
it was a little sad.
I don't know. I think if they wanted to go with a great tanky brawler, I feel like an Ashe would have been a lot better. Because he has a little bit of more sustain. He doesn't have as much hit points, but he does have the damage and the quick, the ability to like really land a lot of damage in a period of time. Along with the movement speed, if you can get him to his max rage level. So I feel like there's a lot more room plays. With the super as well, he could push back, even maybe tank a Gene Pool. I don't know, who knows. But I just feel like it was a bit of a wasted pick with the Frank, just like you said. But nonetheless, congratulations to Easy Money. You guys are the winners of Cup number 3. Let's take a look at the brackets. And yes, a nice emote with the championship pin over there. Congratulations. You will be walking away with... can we have a look at the price? Yes, 60 SGD goes to Easy Money. And in second place, 30 SGD consolation to Geek Fam. Congratulations, you guys. It's so great to see your name up on this slide. You guys have done well. Maybe you'll get them next time. It's been a huge, long day of really exciting games. I think we've had a treat today, Jellyqueen. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm just proud of you guys, Geek Fam. And looking at the chat, it seems like there was a bit of a miscommunication by you guys. They said that it was a random pick, and I'm sure you guys have seen that too in the chat below. But nevertheless, thank you for participating, and I don't think we've mentioned our partner League Pass, so thank you so much, League Pass, for the registrations and making our tournament so much better. The prize pool of 60 USD and 30 USD, if as SGD, if we get more participants, we will be able to upscale the prize pool even more, and hopefully our little tournament will grow and grow. But anyways, some key dates to notice for WigglyCup number 4, which is our second cup for the month of April. It will be held on the 23rd, so mark your calendars if you are interested in taking part again. I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing familiar faces like Extra Toxic Spinners, Extra Toxic Boys,
Toxic Spinners.
yeah, the whole Doge Gang, Penguin Gang, Bear Gang,
all the gangsters.
yeah, all the 2 animals in pairs going up on Noah's Ark. We want to see it. So thank you so much for participating, and any last words from you?
I'd just like to thank everybody for such a great tournament today, all the players. First of all, thank you to you guys for participating and signing up again. We couldn't do it without you. Thanks to all the admins for making sure that everything is moderated, and of course to our man Wiggly Spoo. Thank you for teaching us how to do this. Otherwise, this would not be able to happen. And of course, thank you for casting with me, Jess. It's been a pleasure. Oh,
You
there
are
we go.
very welcome.
Of course, to our production man over there with the slide finally about the next tournament happening on. Oh no, this is the previous one. Okay, the date is wrong. It should be on just as it now the
23rd, right?
23rd of April. Basically in 2 weeks time. And we'll be having the same $180 monthly cup. Also, it'll be a $90 same price pool, basically 60 and 30 for second and first and second place respectively. So hope to see you guys there. My name is Aaron Brawl. This is Jellyqueen. Are you muted?
No, I don't think I'm muted. I think there was a little delay, but
Okay.
yeah. Okay, we'll give you guys a high five. Okay, me and Aaron will give a virtual high five.
Okay.
Aaron, come on, Aaron. Ready?
Wait, wrong side.
Why is my hand like that? Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yes. Virtual high
Yes.
five.
Okay,
Virtual
we'll
high
see you
five.
guys real soon on the second April Cup, which is WigglyCup number 4. So grab your friends, grab your teammates, and let's brawl.